All right, let's do it. Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. 3 days until regionals. Actually, I should put that in the title. Regionals relegation week starts in 3 days. That's exciting. It's exciting. What up, Tay Smith? Happy Tuesday. Oh, man. What up, D-Blade? All right. So, as you guys know, we're trying to do some coverage over the scrims, get a good sense of how the players are feeling. Yesterday, we watched a pretty good amount of like the sweats. We had like Wasian, Dishsoap, and folks. We have some NA people scrimming as well. So I figured we can check in with them. For example, I believe everyone's favorite Greg is scrimming. Let's check in with him, see how he's doing. And I believe he's screaming with Kiyoon, Marcel, Prestivent, and a handful of others. So let's hop onto it. We're jumping in midway. So we'll just be catching up on things. Oh my goodness, look at Kiyoon. He has Sniper's Focus and Rapid Fire Cannon already. So he's we've been seeing a little bit of a rise of this kind of GP builds. And we'll see if it actually is good, because I think a lot of people are on the fence about it. I think could be good, might not be, might be kind of bad.
Man,
we'll have to
I'm
see.
getting more dogged again.
We'll have to see. Patch notes also today in about 2 hours or so. 2 hours or so. And I have to say one thing. I found out with the patch notes, PB is not fully updated with all the patch notes information. I found out these guys are playing with a couple of changes that aren't actually in. They slid a few more things in at the last second. So we'll see. Motive, thank you for the 14 months. They patch. They introduced a couple of small things. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it yet, but it when I say small, they might not be that small, but it depends on it just depends. Either way, Ludens is back. No, I think Riot is pretty aware that the 4-cost meta right now is not exactly existent. It feels like 4 costs have pretty much fallen off, so they made a couple adjustments to some 4 costs. So. More on that in a little bit. Okay. Looks like this GP build is cooking. It's cooking. It's doing some damage here. Kiyoon number 1 in HP. What's Tleyds up to? Tleyds is just rerolling Janna. Okay. I mean, the Kabuka nerf is definitely in with the 85 HP. Or 85 mana, rather. I'll tell you about it a little bit. I don't want to get in trouble, though. Is GP Yone from set 11 the return of the near end set? Set 11. Set 11, Yone was a 3 cost in set 11, so I don't think that's the case. Oh my god. Double Radiant. No, I don't think that's I don't think Yone is a comparison I would make for GP. I would say that this GP is just basically it's just another Kog'Maw. You really want to play him with specific artifacts or like a Radiant Shojin, but even then, Radiant Shojin was not exactly that impressive in my opinion. Bag sizes are reverted. Oh, we could only hope. I was watching Studio Boo and he said Yuumi is bad. Okay, good to know. I mean, Yuumi does not exactly look the best either. What do we have here from Prestivent, by the way? Prestivent has Zyra 2 on the bench. Oh, he's full pivoting. Nope, no. He just transitioned. He's just selling some of his unplayed units, looking for 7 Mech. Mech Pilot. Oh, right. Need to adjust something for TFT Academy that a lot of people are going for Senna and HoroX now for the Mech Pilot. All right. I meant to do. I remember like there's a couple updates I wanted to do for the website. And I remember like what's one of them? And I remember that they wanted to put it. We wanted to put something for the mech. Quality over quantity actually makes sense for the mech. if you are able to put like really good items into the mech. I can see that being good. This lobby looks kind of insane though. Also, he has underdogs for his mech as well. Really interesting. Very, very interesting. That's not true. We played plenty of 4 costs in our 2 cost real lines. Good morning, Arsdid. How you doing, man? Holy, here we go. Didax. Hey, Frodan, with all the inconsistency that happened this set, along with Riot saying they fixed something but they didn't multiple times, do you think these mechanics will long gone after the set are improved in future sets also? Do you think Riot will be better on communicating why something wasn't fixed or couldn't be fixed in their player base? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I don't think fruits will be revisited in general. Or if they are, I think they have to be simplified significantly down. I just don't think that complex systems are they're not hitting the mark. The mark that you want for a complex system like fruits is that if you learn it, it feels rewarding and it gives a ton of replayability. And I don't think that's what's happening right now. I think it's become laborious. It feels like a chore to try and look for the fruits that you want. And it feels like you have... Fruits are supposed... The good version of fruits is like, look at all the options that you have. Think about which one makes the most sense. And if you don't like any of them, refruit it. And you should be able to land on something good. That's the ideal version of it. Think on your feet. Think about different cool ways you can make your unit unique and powerful for this game. But what ends up happening, because TFT is inherently play competitive, is that people look for a specific type of fruit because they want the optimized performance. Because who wants to build bad power-ups on their champions that doesn't feel good? And people sometimes get what they want, or they get what they want, but they just get overrun by all the other ridiculous powerful interactions. So it kind of creates this situation where I think the replayability of fruits is actually not as high as I think they want it to be, and I think it's quite a painful experience in many cases that you get like the fruit you want, but oftentimes you just miss. So I think that the mechanic itself, it's not actually, it's not exactly like that terrible of a mechanic on paper. I just think the execution of it was pretty bad. And the scary thing about the scary thing about Riot in general when they have these kinds of situations is that they're probably going to try it again somewhere. I think they'll try it again, but like they'll probably try to improve it. And their track record of doing so has been pretty hit or miss. I don't think they've ever revisited a mechanic that was like, man, this is just like the better version of it. And I think the closest was ironically last set 14. It was definitely better than set 11 encounters, but it still wasn't exactly that fun. So, but that set had multiple problems beyond just the mechanic itself. They're so powerful and you're engaging around every round. Yeah, that's another thing too. Fruits are like too powerful. I mean, the reality is it just became unwieldy because there's so many multipliers. Like in TFT, you're just trying to multiply the effectiveness of your champion. That's what items are. And so items, augments, power-ups, just so many multiplication factors that it just becomes really hard to balance. I actually sort of don't blame the balance team for this one. They're just hard to... They're just hard to do, you know? How do you balance a set with so many different like exponential factors and almost like design, like game altering powers as well? Because things like stretchy arms is versus no stretchy arms, it's just two completely different units. So it's almost like they have to balance, you know, 5 versions of Gangplank, and you have to balance around the most the one that's most likely to get out of control. By the way, this lobby's kind of insane. Look at this HP count. We have Katarina, we have GP, 2 mech players, and then some reroll as well. Actually, 3 mech players. Take that back. Marcel, Horo, and Prestivent all playing mech. Very, very crazy lobby. Very, very crazy lobby. I knew it was going to be bags, another form of augments they haven't perfected. Yeah, and they might try it again. They might try it again. We'll see. What up, Junglebot? I think fruit should only be supportive, like fill holes in comps with gaining, burn, shred, and etc. Yeah, but then people complain it's boring. I think you're right. Like in a more healthy state, it might be more boring. And you know what? TFT is kind of like at its best when it's like at least a little bit degenerate. I don't know if that statement holds up to scrutiny, so don't press me on it. But I'm pretty sure TFT like is good. It's good when it's like a little degen. Okay, wow, Horo made it out actually. Wow, Tleyds is dead in 5th. That's crazy. His Janus spot looked good. And then all of a sudden, just the HP count. Dude, is Mech gonna get out of control? Mech might be out of control. Had they not learned that lesson from set 13? What about anomalies? Because in the end, every mechanic has to make something stronger under certain circumstances, because the other alternative is nothing happens, or you get weaker. And so it's not like, how did they not learn this lesson? I think that's like I feel like that's not exactly the right framing of it, in my opinion. I think like it's more they just have to be really careful with how they implement the availability and the frequency of the powers that they have. I think actually one thing about the set that I'm actually somewhat intrigued by is if they actually just said that you had 1 fruit and not 2. I think that I kind of had an epiphany that they had 2 fruits because of 2x KO, and they wanted to have like, because as soon as they had like double down and all these other things, like I had this like a light bulb moment, like, oh right, they were supposed to release 2x KO as like a cross promotion of TFT in a more formalized way. By the way, does Kiyoon's dead with exact lethal. So it's gonna be Mech versus Mech, and it looks like Mech goes 1-2. If Horo, oh no, if no matter what, Kiyoon's at least second. Okay. Prestivent number 1, NA on top. Quality for quantity Mech. That's a good one to keep in mind. Man, this Prestivent guy's a beast. I didn't think about that. That's very smart. Because you're trying to put rating items into the Mech. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I think that a lot of the people are describing pain symptoms, and a lot of them I think are like generally very true. I will say that like I am curious about variations of set 15 that won't feel as bad if they just did some simple things. Okay, simple on the surface things. Like fruits could still be exciting if there was one of them, and they just made it like less like crazy like that.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
Just less multiplying, right? Avery, thank you for the 4 months. Durkis Digilas. Hope I said that right. Let's watch the end of some games. They're ending their rounds of scrims. Dory sent me the sheet. Give me a sec here. I'm also gonna announce my co-stream guest tomorrow. Sorry, I got a bunch of DMs randomly. I'm announcing my co-stream guest tomorrow for the first week. And then I don't have my guest for the second week because there are so many people playing in regionals, and I just look over and I'm like, everyone either quit the set or they're competing. So they're like, yeah, we'll see. Look at how many people are playing, man. 68 people are playing. It's like they just took all my guests. And then like I asked like, oh, Emily, do you want to do week 2? And she's like, nope, I quit set 15. I'm going to Japan. I'm like, okay. And then they then took some other people like Asa. I don't know. They took everyone. So you know what? It might just be me. I mean, I don't think so. There's going to be people who are eliminated in week 1 that probably will come out for week 2. We'll see. Week 2 guess will be whoever gets eliminated in week 1. Yes, exactly. There's an open standing invite to a couple of people who are like, if you get eliminated week 1, you want to come out to week 2? And they said yes. But it feels like bad because I feel like I'm cheering against them, sort of. Not like cheering against them, but I suppose it's win-win. Like I think one of them was Kiyoon. I never had Kiyoon out for a weekend. He said he was down, but he also said that he's gonna be trying to focus in sweats. But if Kiyoon gets eliminated week 1, I guess he'll be joining the coach stream. So okay. What was I saying? Quality over quantity, Mech. Oh, right. So I feel like there's probably something here. In the dev learnings article, I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm not going to be surprised if Riot sounds optimistic about elements of the mechanic that they think they can make work. Like some people are looking forward to the dev learnings article to see what Riot, post morts about the set. And what I'm saying is I wouldn't be surprised if they wrote something like, you know what, we actually see the potential of something like this systematically, and we might try something like that in the future, but not for a while. And I think people are going to be up in arms about it. I'm just calling it out right now. It wouldn't surprise me if they said that. Will there be a learning article that said? I think so. I actually think it would be a huge mistake to not do one, because I feel like that almost kind of proves that that Mort needs to be more involved in the community, because the fact that they won't do things like that is a pretty big step back. Now, I understand if nobody if nobody wants to do it, like if the dev team's like, I don't want to deal with more harassment, I don't want to get involved. I'm thinking about like Eniko when he was commenting on 149's crash out doc, how he got dog piled on social media by a bunch of people who were just like, we just want events, don't talk to us. I'm pretty sure his experience, if that was the last time he ever interacted with social media people, like regardless of if you feel like he was out of line, or like 149 was whatever however you feel about the topic, I'm pretty sure that's like a strong discouragement from him just interacting. And I think a lot of other devs might feel the same way. Like, I just think people don't want to deal with that. And if no one steps up because they just don't want to deal with TFT players when they're upset. Oh, look at that. 2 people win streaking, 2 people alive. It's just a huge step back.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
All right, we have, Mech looks like it might be one of the best comps in the game, by the way. I think the Senna and HoroX dynamic looks to me like the right pairing. It looks to me like, I feel like this Juggernaut on the Mech is so strong. Ian, thanks for the 24, man. Thanks for the 2 years. It's always like we overestimate stuff and it wasn't that bad. Ignored what happened. That's definitely how it feels. But you have to.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
You have to like understand from the game dev's perspective, because there are times when things are good, and it's more about like the framing of it. An example, a counterpoint to what you just said was hero augments. Hero augments are actually some of the most exciting things that people like. I know that some people probably don't feel that way, but when set 8 was launched, everyone who was complaining said we should never do hero augments again. They said hero augments are fundamentally like against what TFT want. Like, it's the same exact arguments that they made here. There's no flexibility. It's not fun. It's linear direction. You choose early. It's degenerate. What happened to the game that I love, right? Everyone got on there. Like, I was there. I lived through it. I can even dig through the Reddit threads probably and find it, how like this is not TFT. And Riot did the same thing in Dev Learning's article. They said, hey, like, here are some things we liked about hero augments. And if we and their conclusion was, if we can do it better, there'd probably be something here. And now hero augments are like the things that a lot of people look forward to every set. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna make a hero augment every set until the end of time. I think that's an augment or a design concept that's gonna stick around in TFT for a long time, if not forever. And so that's why they do that, because there are elements of truth to that from a design perspective. A lot of people view this as like, my play experience was ruined by like XYZ, balance, bugs, things like that. But to throw out entire designs because there was faulty things about it, I think is actually a poor approach to game dev. To say like nothing about this was good, to say nothing about fruits was good, or anything like that, it might be true, but there's also a very strong possibility that it's not. So I think that if you are serious about game devs, there's some people who watch me who are probably hoping one day they can get involved in game dev, everything like that. To just be extremely dismissive and wave your hand, just be like, well, nothing about this was good. I think you're selling yourself short, or selling the idea short. Again, I say this, I think, many times so far, and I will continue to repeat it. I think if fruits weren't so buggy, and if balance was better, and there was a lot less, like, I guess what people perceive to be lying. If there was a lot less like, hey, this should be fixed, and then it wasn't fixed, and that happened like every patch, I'm pretty sure the set would, a lot of the people's complaints in chat specifically would be mostly addressed. I would say like a lot of people's feelings on the set wouldn't be nearly as bad. It's just like, it just feels like that has largely colored things. So like I feel, and of course that's like a non-starter, because like of course people would complain and feel bad about a set that didn't work, right? But I'm saying like, but people are sort of assigning the blame on certain things that the pain would not be nearly as felt if it actually worked. I mean, I'm trying to have conversation here. So if you guys feel like I'm off base or anything like that, feel free to counterpoint. I love hero arguments. They make the game more fun to have more variability. See, a lot of people might actually have that feeling about fruits if it was done well, if it worked, and if it wasn't so wildly overpowered at times. What if there were so many fruit options you couldn't fish for them? I mean, that's kind of where we were for most of the set. The problem is that there were too many fruit options that didn't actually do much. A lot of them were like, when was the last time you clicked like regenerative on your tank or resistance, and you were like, man, I'd rather just have 30% HP with standalone. Except this is kind of inconvenient for my comp, positioning wise. That was the problem. The problem is that a lot of what you described actually was functionally in the set. It felt like there were so many fruits you just didn't want. This is the least fun I've had in the set, but the first time I also hit Master, what does that mean? That might mean that you are a full-blown TFT addict. It might mean that you have an addiction, that there's other parts of your life that might be out of sync or balance, and that you're in good company, because I think there are several people in the same boat that are with you, digitally connected on the internet. All right, what do we have? We had Smolder. Hey, Smolder #1, man. Smolder heavyweights. So reroll Mech. Mech seems to be consistent. It's basically like some kind of fast 9 reroll. This is because Mech is level 9. It's like it's a level 8.5 comp. Like you want to roll some on 8, but you need to get to 9. And then Juggernaut, so level 9. Bastion, Seraphine, level 9. Yeah, 4 reroll comps. And then the one guy that tried to play level 8. Yeah, GG's. All right, what do we want to spectate? I'm going to run some ads because we're about half an hour into our stream, so we need to do it every half an hour. Do you want to watch Dishsoap? Let's keep watching Big Greg. Let's watch him Big Greg. It's been a while since I caught up with the Mustache Man. Do you know the Mustache Man? The Mustache Man, the Mustache Man. Do you think... I feel like there's a world where you have 3 fruits per character. Oh, yeah. I mean, just like simple choices. Kind of like a Lee Sin. I guess you make everyone like Lee Sin, just like certain stances. They're just guaranteed. Mech won the game. Oh, sorry. And the score sheet lied to me. All right, let me take a look at the score sheet real quick. This is why I like watching Frodan. He's not a sellout. You know what? Can you just make that comment on like every YouTube video I ever make? Thank you. Also, don't get it twisted. Riot comes knocking on my door saying we'll drop the bag. Just say nice things about set 15. I mean, if it's that simple, then yes. I'm not. I mean, they didn't do that though. So, all All right. So, oh my God. Kiyoon #1 in scrims? 4-1-1-2? Oh my God. NA, EU, NA, APAC,
Man, I'm
NA,
getting more dogged
APAC,
again.
EU, NA. Not bad. Thank you for the prime. Thanks for supporting, man. Thanks for the nice words. I love some more units like set 10 Akali that change traits with the trait that you have. Active couple choices per unit. Yeah, I mean, Lee Sin's kind of like that. You can watch some CN APAC. Well, that's the thing. They're all kind of part of it. So we have Korea, Pandori, Cosmo is from Korea, Binteum from Korea, Terry from Hong Kong. Actually, this is almost an all NA and APAC lobby. We have a little bit of EU with Ging as well. Let's take a look at Mustache Man. The set is just kind of lame. I haven't played Crew once. The units are boring and not fun. You know, I think Crew is actually kind of fun. I think Crew might be my favorite reroll trait they've made since set 8. But maybe that's just me though.
I'm getting more
I like Crew way more than I like Superfan. And then did they do something in set 11? What was the set 11 reroll trait? Set 12 was Honeymancer. I didn't like that very much, to be honest. And then set 13 was... What was the reroll in set 13? What was the reroll traits in the last 2 sets? They're so forgettable, I don't even remember. Oh, Nitro. Nitro was pretty fun, actually. I just take that. Nitro was actually pretty hype. Family. That's right. You know what? Honestly, they kind of cook with all the... Family reroll was pretty fun, too. Come on, man. Put the family spat on Silco. Put the family spat on Smeech. It's pretty funny. I actually think they... You know what? They do a pretty good job with the reroll trait every set, now that I think about it. I think I just didn't like certain ones. I just like really didn't like Superfan. I thought Superfan was pretty lame. But Nitro was fun because feeding the dinosaur feels satisfying. And once you got the dino, it felt like your board got a lot better. Family. I didn't like Honey that much. And then, was there one in set 11? Set 11 was the Inkborn Fables one. What do we have? Is that we had Mythic, we had Porcelain, we had Fortune, we had Ink Shadow, Umbral. I don't remember. Anyways, I actually do think that the crew has been pretty good. Crew's been pretty fun. Dude, you call in the spaceship to carry the team. That's pretty sick, isn't it? Like, I mean, it's a one you can't interact with, but like the concept of it is not bad. That said, at Cog reroll, yeah, it had like Invoker Cog reroll or something like that. Was that Jinx Wukong? That was set 12. That was set 12. And that was a 3 cost. I'm talking about like a trait that says like if you reroll, you are rewarded for it. Not like was there a reroll comp? Because there's been many reroll comps. Speaking of reroll, we got Stars Reborn here from Marcel. Just taking a look around. Starfall Nico. I think Starfall Nico is getting more and more popular, and I think that it looks quite solid. We've seen a top 4 a lot in scrims, and I also think that it might be even good on Dispatch, just people haven't really like explored very much of it. Specifically, and we made some of the changes as well. Specifically, I made this change this morning, but if you play for didn't we update it? If you play for Double Down on Ari, it hasn't updated. But if you play for Double Down on Ari, it should make it better. Let me just change that real quick. 1 second. Oh, I didn't actually put Ari in the thing. Oops. So like, there's like this weird thing on our website where like on our back end, I have to put the unit. It was still Cassante here. I actually made the change here, but I didn't put Cassante in the Power Up Champions box. So now it should be accurately reflected. Well, it might take a second or two, but final board and special champions have been updated. Boom. What's Biz Nico? I think it's Jewel Gauntlet, Titans, and Edge of Night, because Edge of Night helps keep her safe. And the way Titans works with her damage amplification and the way it kind of like progresses throughout the course of the fight is quite good. The anti-CC is also solid. So I think it's Titans, JG, and Edge of Night. You also could go Archangels if you want instead of JG. But I think Titan's Edge of Night is like quite good. Punk from set 10. Punk was like, your rerolls are half off, and you reroll every turn. That just feels like it's like if you like rerolling a lot, it's cool, but it just didn't feel particularly inspired. I think Crew is just a cool reroll element. Also, I guess maybe because I like love Cowboy Bebop and I love like the theme of it. Still one of the goated animes, so it's like maybe I'm just a little bit a sucker for that. Schmendrick, thank you for the 7 months, man. D-Blay, thank you for the 8 months as well. Sub ignored, man. This Frodan guy has lost touch with the community. Wait, what? I was in the middle of explaining something. My bad. I wasn't a fan of Punk. It was meh. Yeah, agreed. What up, Raptor? How you doing, man? Bird, good to see you. Thoughtful Nico's my favorite hero augment every time it's in the set. I mean, it's a pretty fun, whimsical like way for Nico to carry. And honestly, I feel like Nico this set has just been kind of underwhelming for the most part, but it's fun. Not every unit in the set has to be a superstar. You know, speaking of crew, you know what unit has sucked all set and will continue to suck, and I feel like always will suck. And I just hate it's Sivir. I think this unit's. I think she's terrible. She just never felt good the entire time. But like her traits are. I mean, maybe the sniper buffs next patch make you want to play Sivir. Yeah, probably not. She's just simply an enabler for the crew. And hey, that's okay, man. Not everyone on the crew is gonna be the protagonist. She had a boring champ design. Yeah. But the thing that is not, it doesn't have to be super exciting design-wise. It just feels so bad when she like takes forever to cast because she doesn't have high attack speed. She takes forever to cast and throw her little okay, it's not like a shuriken. It's what weapon does Sivir throw? It's a chakram. Wait, is it a chakram? Sivir throws a jeweled crossblade known as a chalikar, which functions like a boomerang. Fidget spinner? Yeah, when she throws her fidget spinner. Anyways, she throws her little fidget spinner, and then it just completely whiffs, and then that's it. She just says, sorry. No, she doesn't even apologize. She just stares right back at you like, well, what do you want next, boss? You're in charge. And I'm like, nah. She's like, just put me where you want me. And I'm like, I don't want you anywhere. I want you off my board. What? You don't get mana refund or anything. This looks like a Fast 9 from Cosmo. This looks like Kog'Maw E, but you know, honestly, you might just try to play this into TF as well. We've been seeing a lot of people just Fast 9 TF. The 5 costs. So basically, it's like 4 costs are so unreliable that if you can find a way to get to 5 costs, they just seem to outperform the 5 costs. But we'll see. We'll see if a couple of the buffs that they slid in last second that's not on PB right now, nor was it listed, I think might change a couple of things, but it also might just make the same thing better. I'll talk about it in like an hour or two. This meta is only real or 5 costs. They're buffing a couple of 4 costs that's not on PB and it's not listed that you guys don't know about. But I don't know if that will change anything. Do we know the theme of set 16 yet? Yeah, it's Runeterra themed. Did you do the rundown? It's gonna be in like 2 hours. 2 hours or so. Okay. Here's Tleyds. Quality for quantity, bronze for life, giant and mighty. Guys, you can't vote on augments. Wow. Marcel went ticket and stars are born. Another completely terrible unit is Gnar. He has one use, which is auto attack, enough to proc the gold snack, and you take him out. You think so? I actually think Gnar is like not bad. I think Gnar's pretty good. The reason why Gnar has not felt good is because everything around Gnar, it's actually like Gnar's the only thing. Gnar and Mundo are like the only good things around that tree. Like, because the problem with Gnar is that he alley-oops to who? Ashe? I actually think Gnar's quite good. It's just more like everyone around him sucks. Like everything that you would relay Gnar into is not very reliable, and it's not like you want to play Rageblade, Kraken, Jinx anymore. And so what are they pinging? Huh? I'm not sure. Would a correct meta read be Econ plays into Fast 9 unless everyone's rerolling, then panic, pivot, and uncontested reroll and pray for 4-5? I don't know, because if that would be exactly my read, but I think there's a lot of what you're saying is true. If you're ahead, try to play for a level 9. There's probably, and I think the issue is that 4 costs definitely feel a lot weaker because they can't keep up with reroll, and they just and once by the time you can deal with reroll, Fast 9 gets online. But there's probably instances where you angle for reroll and you actually can Fast 9 as well. But generally speaking, I think what you're saying sounds about right. Oh, he has Rise too. Oh, sorry, I missed that. He has no items on Rise too, though. Okay, it's still doing a lot of damage. Also, Rise 2, like a 2-star 4 cost with Prismatic Ticket on 6. It's very lucky, but it's also like not as obscene as it sounds. Okay, we have Nico Pair, Trifecta. Giant and Mighty, Buried Treasures. We have Isekai. We have the nerfed Isekai. And then Cosmo. You know what it is? I think it's like I think that TFT needs to figure out how to make levels like 7 start to feel important again, instead of just like you only stay at this for a reroll transition. Because like the fact that level 7 is played for 2 rounds of the game is kind of a shame, because it feels like with dynamics like what's going on with reroll or Fast 9, it's like sort of misrepresenting what's actually happening. It means that everything is playable, generally speaking, as your primary carry except for 4 costs. And there's not a lot, and part of the reason why that exists is because there's not a lot of breathing room for the 4 costs. But to say reroll or Fast 9 makes it sound like there's 2 options, but there's actually like theoretically like every tier is playable, just not 4 costs. The 3 cost doesn't play the same way as 2 cost. 2 cost doesn't play the same way as 1 cost. 1 cost doesn't play the same way as 5 cost, and so on and so forth. Janna 3 at 3-6. Now that is pretty fast, but he did take double econ to get there. They should make level 8 cost 80 gold again. Wait, what? You want your solution to the reroll or Fast 9 meta is to just make it reroll only. Wait, Binteum just forfeits. Holy. Oh my god. He just rage quit the scrim. Isn't it more tragic that level 8 doesn't really matter when you roll before 8 and go straight to 9? Isn't it more tragic that level 8 doesn't really matter when you roll before 8 or go straight to 9? Yeah. I mean, I think so. The issue with fork, but like, okay, but it's not like the issue is much more pervasive than just like fork cost needs to have number bigger, right? Like a lot of people's solution is just might be think, oh, make Jinx a little better, make Poppy. I'm just gonna pick fork cost. I'm not saying that you're saying this, but like make Yuumi a little better, make Ashe a little better, make Volibear a little better, which they're doing some of that, by the way. In my opinion, in the macro view, there's right now a lack of breathing room in the pacing of the game, specifically around level 7, level 8, because it feels like the dynamic of how fast certain things get online, like the pacing of the game, feels like it's rushed large. It's so fast for how reroll gets strong. Like look at Marcel's board. How's a forecast board ever going to compete with something like this, right? And the answer is you have to either be really far ahead so you can trade the HP to buy the time to get there. It's not just a simple like tweaking thing. It's more about like this window, this 4-1 window where you're at level 7. You definitely cannot compete if you're trying to play for anything that isn't like a 1 or 2 3 cost reroll. And if you're not farther ahead, you can't fast 9. So this specific acceleration of like how strong everything gets, this has made like level 7 and level 8 feel like it's getting squeezed out. That's the problem I'm pointing to. Not just like make, because then the other issue is that if you make 4 costs too good, then it's like then you just play a 1-star version of. Was there a 4 cost at this point in the set when we just played a 1-star version? It was just blowing everything up. I guess Yuumi 1 was like way too good for a patch of the set where you just have Yuumi 1 and she was doing infinite true damage. You just built every frontline thing possible and you put Archangel's Yuumi and she was destroying everything. Then that becomes problematic in itself as well, because then it's like, well, now you just have to roll for like 1 copy of Yuumi. Yeah, Jinx 1 with the Gather Force as well, right? So all those things are definitely part of it. It might just simply be as simple as like there's just too much like X in the game, too much resources, too much power, like, and like it's spiking everything. It also might be totally fine. It might be totally fine if they just introduce a couple of better balance levers into the thing, but who knows? The more people reroll, the more other people are incentivized to reroll, which makes playing for other cost buckets worse. But that's true of like everything in TFT. The more people play 4 costs, the more it's like generally better to try to play around 4 costs that are uncontested. It makes your shops really efficient. Also, your roll timings work, and that's, I think what they need to do is just make the 4 cost playstyle, the 3 and 4 cost playstyle a little bit better. I wonder if it's as simple as maybe it's the opposite. Maybe they nerf the 3-star. Maybe they just nerf the power of champions in general. Like 3-star 1 and 2 costs are a little bit less effective. That way they can, and same thing with 3 costs as well. 3 cost 3-stars are less strong, and then they can make 2-star versions of things a little bit stronger. But then upgrading to 3-star doesn't feel good, and then I don't think they want that either. So there's problems with everything that I said. The dynamic of everything I said, I can counterpoint myself. So I don't know. By the way, what is his positioning? He's positioning hold the line and backlining Katarina. Kind of interesting, right? She's trying to funnel all the power into Cat with over 9,000, but by doing so has sort of like inverted Katarina's positioning. They're buffing 4 costs next patch. They are at 4 costs are the units that got buffed the most in general. They change. If you're looking at some people care about the number of changes. They've changed. They've buffed, I think, half the 4 costs. I think they nerfed Cassante, but they buffed half the 4 costs. make everything tankier. That has another problem too. If you play like make everything tankier, gameplay feels less like snappy. You don't. It's actually not good if everything becomes kind of tanky and then just becomes like very like thresholdy of how you actually build the tanks. And then also it just becomes kind of like everything hits each other with a wet noodle. Because now you're heroes of the storm, and it's hard to feel like you're having a measurable impact with certain things. You definitely want to have this like tactile response of like, I put stuff on this Katarina and she feels really strong. So it's not as simple as like, oh, make everything tanky. Like because the actual real difficulty about TFT, or the actual truth about TFT, is it might be the hardest competitive live service game to balance in the world. It might actually be. It might actually be. I mean, there's other games that can probably claim that as well, but the fact that you have to balance everything in every game is very, very challenging. Tleyds is going 8th, by the way. Binteum FF, so this is functionally an 8th. So he's doing it, by the way. He's doing the double down on the Ahri to feed mana into the Nico. It's got to be League and Dota. Well, the thing about League is that you could just theoretically disable. Like, it's challenging for sure, but you could just disable or ban out problematic champions. Lunara comes out. Let's say she's super busted. The new champion that's going to come out in months down the road. Extremely overpowered or, like, very buggy. Just disable it. They'll play it when it's ready. But you have no choice. You can't disable... Who's a buggy chat? You can't disable Malzahar because he's buggy. Okay, Tleyds out. Leona 2. I'm not sold on this. I guess like Filup probably felt like his augment was pretty bad, so he had to take something like this, but I think it is not looking too good. Cosmo just playing Crystal Gambit Juggernaut, by the way.
Man, I'm getting more dog
trying to get to level 9. He's still on Ash 1. Marcel P with Janna. Clever, thank you for 20 months. I think it's hard to balance, but they don't do themselves any favors in design. Yeah, but it's like independent teams as well. The unfortunate thing too is that like it's not like the balance team chose designs and vice versa. The design teams are the ones balancing it. They just need to they need to work together better. Rakan 3. Would that be true if they weren't pumping out so many sets? Probably, but the thing is, they need to be pumping out that much sets because the only thing Riot loves more than making their players happy is money. And if TFT only pumps out 2 sets a year, less people would play the game, and people would be much more bored of it. They wouldn't be doing 3 sets a year if they didn't have the metrics and the data and the player behavior to suggest that 2 was better. They wouldn't. Riot would do whatever makes them the most amount of money and makes the players the happiest. Like whatever they can find that XY graph, the optimal point of that. And I think there's an argument to even suggest, by the way, I don't know if you guys listen to any of these terminally online TFT chatters. But there's enough enough of them are actually even saying that they think that 4 months is too long for a set. I think they want a 4th set a year. They want 4 sets a year now. They're like, 4 months, the last month is so boring. They want a 4th set. And I'm like, dude, you guys are just crazy, man. You guys are just crazy. As if that's going to solve the problem. even less time and opportunity to balance and check everything and quality assure everything like that. It's like, and you know what happens when that let's say they could pull that off. Let's say they theoretically they could pull it off. Now they need it. Now there's an even heavier need to make more money because that costs more, right? So now they have to make even more skins and make the gacha even more predatory and everything like that, because they can't just like, well, let's just pump out a 4th set and balloon our costs for free. So it's like, yeah, like, what are you even talking about? What are you even talking about? What do you think of a mechanic that bans unit or trait? It seems terrible, but it might fix some issues. Dota did that. And I believe when they did that, it ended up creating a date. Every day, a different unit was put in a jail. They like they literally had like a thing, I believe, on their menu that showed what unit was jailed. And so they removed that unit for the day. And what that created was every day there was one comp that was extremely oppressive because it just changed the whole dynamic of the game. If Star Guardians were being held back by Yuumi and Leona was jailed for the day, every lobby would be like 4 Star Guardians players. I'm just throwing out an example. It created a dynamic in that game with Dota Underlords where it was like every day was just unhealthy meta, and it was like extremely degenerate. But that could also be like maybe they just need to balance it better. All I'm saying is a lot of people praise like Valve for like how they like get to their games to the balance state like Dota and everything like that, but they gave up on auto battlers. I think part of it is how difficult it is to make it good and balanced and engaging. If we would have to get 4 sets a year, it would have to be 0.5 sets. Yeah, exactly. They'd bring back mid sets, and I don't think mid sets didn't do anything. We even have data on our side to suggest that mid sets didn't do anything. We have things like viewership metrics, engagement, trends, and everything like that. Mid sets didn't do anything. There was definitely some people that prefer it. I'm sure there's people in chat be like, yeah, like if given the choice, I would prefer a mid set. But overall, their marketing didn't really land. Like Box would do the boot camp stuff, and like people were like, it's the same set. I played this already. You know, I played boot camp. I played 200 games. It's the same set, but we minus Battle Academy and introduced Anima Squad. You know, like that's it. Like, okay, cool. And then also, here's the problem with mid sets, is that sometimes it would take a perfectly good set, and because you have to change things, it like messes up the entire dynamic. Like just because you had to change something for set. Yeah. Imagine the set is like actually a banger, and now a mid set's coming. Now you have to change stuff and you have to disrupt it. And just actively makes it worse. The good version of mid sets though is that you can save a terrible set. This set honestly could have used a mid set, but they even tried to do something kind of crazy with mid set, right? They basically did like a huge power up balance change. They introduced new fruits. They changed systems. They did so much this set. They did so much from a systems mechanics set perspective. Actually, that's something we never talked about too, which is that the first couple patches this set, they like really tried to change so much. They tried to change the class system, like the way mana was gained. And then like they even just like they actually even just reworked it, like no more assassins and fighters on top of everything else. They really tried to tweak a bunch of stuff. They changed items, they reworked items. They did a bunch of different stuff. Is there a best source of actual changes on PBE? Help, please. Yes. In about 1 hour and a half, the best source that you could come to is this website, twitch.tv/Frodan. Professional backseater streaming teamfight tactics. because those are the actual changes. On the website that they linked, the tactics.tools or other websites that do have PB changes, they don't have every change. I would say they have most of them though. But if you want every change, I'm about to drop the hammer in about an hour and a half. So 16's in 2 weeks. 3 weeks. It's after Worlds. Kog'Maw versus the Nico here. Radiant Shojin. Radiant Shojin plus Artifact, and Nico can beat that. It's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. He has pretty much Biss everything. The one thing that's also interesting is he doesn't have Crimson Veil on Nico. A lot of people believe Crimson Veil is the strongest power-up on Nico, and now he has max vitality, which is pretty good. What do you think was the best patch of this set? I actually think it's this patch. The one that you guys are playing on live right now. I think that's actually the best patch. Yeah, it's like too much Janna, but I actually think it's the best patch of the set. Janna and Kabuko are definitely overtuned. And you know, there's other things like X comp is not that good, but it's really not that big of a deal. It's not even like unbeatable. It's also like there's actual some counterplay to it, even though it's like way too good. Did Crystal get nerfed next patch? Yeah, it did. They actually they actually gave the double to Malzahar. Not only did they again, this is stuff that you don't see on the PB patch notes. Because a lot of people are going to be like, well, there's no changes to Malzahar. They actually fixed his bug on PB, but if you look at Malzahar, there's no changes for Malzahar. They also did something else, too, that you guys don't see, but they removed the ability for Mage to be on Malzahar as well. You can't get Mage anymore. Oh, you know what? I'm starting to... No, you know what this is? You guys are trying to get me to leak the patch notes. Nice try. No more patch notes talk. No more patch notes talk. I'm not trying to get in trouble with Raito Games. I mean, there's like one person working on set 15 right now anyways, probably. Everyone's working on set 16. They're not even watching my stream. I probably could just start it now and they wouldn't notice. But I'm not going to do that. Because one of you guys would tell on me. One of you guys would tell on me. Are you working for Riot? Yes, yes. I am in charge of live balance, social media, the esports format, set 16 launch, and I also am Mort Dog's personal executive assistant. It's me. It's me. Mort Dog does everything. Mort Dog was just a shadow puppet. I'm the one pulling all the strings. $5 days to go? For what? 3 days for the regional finals. I mean, oh, the graphic says 5 days to go. You know, you guys laugh a lot, but that's not even Riot. That's GG Tech, I believe. Is the augment for executioners to get loot from crits bugged? I had an Akali with 100 crit and she didn't drop shit. I don't know, actually. It wouldn't surprise me if it was. I always felt like that augment is just underwhelming. It's so funny because when augments are just like not that good, or some people like in general don't get their expectations don't line up with it, they just assume it's bugged, and it might be. But sometimes things are just not good. Sometimes our Nico are just not good. Like, you know, if this board loses, the Soul Fighter board loses to Nico 3, RE3, a lot of people's first instinct is, am my unit bugged? Maybe this is a low elo take, but do you think Malzahar being able to dot backline without ever moving creates a situation similar to Fishbones? No. I personally think it's fine for backline access to exist. I actually think TFT becomes way less interesting if everything just has to target front to back and just go through your tank. That actually also de-emphasizes the need for positioning nuance as well. I'm pretty sure TFT is like quite bad if everything is just like, well, I just put the range units in the back and I put the melee units in the front, and then I alt tab and catch up on my favorite streamer, twitch.tv/Frodan. You know, I think TFT is a lot less interesting that way. You want more dynamic gameplay like that. If anything, and I was about to say this, Elephant actually just said this, I actually think there's an argument that there's not enough backline access in the game at the moment. Not in like a, if I get to the backline access, I win. I'm not talking about like assassins jumping on the carries and then all of a sudden, congrats, you win. I'm talking about in general, right now, the game feels like it's very all or nothing. Like there's either champions that get on your backline and they win, like Katarina. Or you just have to play front to back and then you just have to go through like the super tank. So there's there's definitely like elements of it that I think it's important. The issue is that all the soft counterplay got removed. Okay, not all of it, but a lot of soft counterplay got removed. So soft counterplay that exists, for example, is like Shroud and Zephyr. Those aren't hard counters to comps, but if you have an item that delays things a little bit, it gives you actual ways to counterplay and delay things, right? And that might make the difference. You don't lock it out completely by instantly killing it or instantly avoiding it, and then all of a sudden your matchup turns from a 1090 to a 9010. It's that now all of a sudden, if your unit joins the fight a few seconds later, that makes it way closer, and then you have that like tug of war. And people don't really consider Zephyr as like a form of backline access, but that's what I'm talking about with soft counters, things that just don't just straight up like you win the game. Although I will say Zephyr was something that actually did win the game a lot of times. So I'm not even like representing it accurately, because there were times where you would just take a Zephyr off carousel like at the very end of the game and you won the game because you Zephyred a unit. But I'm talking about like more things like that, more counterplay measures. Looks like Milk is playing some Mecharino. He's playing Lichbane on Karma. He got Wand Overflow for his Lucian, putting triple death cap into the Mech. Mech has 200 HP, or 200 AP now. Looks like he's losing to Sologasong's Fast 9 Bastion board, though. Oh no, he rerolled Xayah. He rerolled Xayah and then got to level 9. Ooh. EU greater than NA. Mystic and Ironclad. Yeah. Traits that soft counter, but Ironclad is actually an exception, not the rule. And they technically did incorporate that a little bit with Bastions. They made traits more selfish, though. Less like team-wide stuff. And then they took out support units. It's like slowly but surely cutting a lot of soft counterplay measures. And yeah, also, what is this lobby? What happened here? I guess Kurum sold his board, but oh my goodness, man. What an interesting lobby. It looks like Solo rerolled and got to 9. Did Milk reroll or did he get it for free? Interesting. Oh, Malala is scrimming. Maybe we can check on him. All right, we're gonna run some ads. Let's check in on Dishsoap. Checking on Dishsoap and see what happens here. BRB. What's your wallpaper? My wallpaper? Oh, it's oh, it's just a reminder. It's kind of like, you know, it's just I don't have a post-it note on my monitor, so yeah, don't worry about it. First time tuning into PB games, is 15.7 going to shake up a lot of the meta? Generally speaking, no. Generally speaking, patches at the end of the set don't shake up a lot of the meta because it's mostly stable, TBH, and they just want to make sure it's optimized for regionals worlds. Doesn't always work out that way, but that's the goal. You have spring allergies? I do. I actually need to go take. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna park you with Title. You guys can hang out with Title for 2 minutes. I'm gonna take my allergy medicine. BRB taking allergy meds. Give me like 1 minute. All right. We're back. Yeah, is there ever a reason why things like Mystic never got put back in the game? I'm sure there is. Sure there is. My assumption is that they don't want well, okay, once upon a time, Mystic was in like every set and everyone kept saying that it was boring. Because, oh, every set has Mystic. Every set has, like, I guess Vanguard was, like, one of the equivalents of it as well. And it's just, like, come up with something new. Original ideas. They go up, they just see, like, the Demacian Raptors of the world who just, like, complain on both sides. Too boring, / also not balanced, also / not interesting, also / not releasing enough content, also / competitive game, by the way, also / you know, it's like they just want everything. More so they didn't want it because people see it as direct counterplay and they lose to AP board playing Mystic, they get mad. Is that so? Story of 7, by the way, from Title, man. Is this guy just a complete Chad? Wants to play Story of 7 in scrims? I mean, is it actually good? He found 4 Juggernauts playing around Thrill Seeker. I don't think it's inherently bad because the thing about the problem would be that they want if putting in Mystic counters AP equals bad, it also means that like playing like counterplay is bad. I don't agree with that. I'd be surprised if that's how they still felt. It's like, let me do, I guess maybe if TFT just becomes let me do my thing, and if my thing has bigger number than your thing, then I mean, that's just basically Hardcore Battlegrounds. I think that's less interesting of a game. I hate Mystic. I'm glad it's gone. The other thing, too, about the unit, about Mystics, is that putting Mystics on your board should theoretically be, like, less unit quality, but then that also kind of goes against some of the design principles that they're trying to put out, which is they want to make all the units really matter and have impact. Are the patch notes same as a PB we're watching? Nope. Not exactly. You got some of it. You got some of it. You got most of it, to be honest. You know what? You're right. It's the same thing. I'm canceling the patch notes rundown. I'm canceling the patch notes rundown. And I leave it to you guys. I leave it to you guys. It's true. What does Deathblade Slammin' go into? What does Deathblade Slammin' blend towards? I think some people reroll heavyweights with this. Like, Slammin' has actually not become a fast 8 augment. It almost becomes like a way for you to get econ to get to level 7. So that way you can save all of your gold. And then you can just start rerolling. You just start rerolling. Golden Edge on Gnar. So Minhee is playing level 4. Is he trying to actually like try to play into a fast 9? I think this is like a bad spot to play fast 9. I actually don't like this setup. Because I feel like you get to play from ahead with Golden Edge. If you're playing from behind, he's probably not. He'll probably do something else. Caretaker's Favor. JC Time Skip. Not sure what he's looking for here. Dishsoap with too much value. sCsC. He's on T1. He went to Worlds back in set 4 and got to the final lobby. In general, I think sCsC is a lot weaker as an individual competitor compared to like when he like contributes as a team on T1 for 4v4. Man, I'm actually really interested in Title's game though. Story of 7, Titan Slam, level 6. I was just curious. No, I'm just joking. I obviously wouldn't cancel it. Oh, Canbizz has All Out Cassante. Oh. All Out Cassante. They did buff it a couple patches in a row. Oh my gosh. Now he loses because of that. Ouch. Story of 8th. Okay, well, Title's probably not going to go 8th if he can just get his win streak going back again. That definitely hurts. That definitely hurts like a lot. Because he actually invested a lot of... Oh, okay. He invested a lot of resources into this because he tried to go to level 6 early. Do you still have to pay for PB skins? Did you ever have to pay for PB skins? I don't think so. Not as far as I know. All Out Cassante. When should you decide to contest a comp when someone else is clearly already angling for it? Sometimes you don't have a choice. But I would say that chances are you have more... It shouldn't be happening very often. I would say it's like on the rare side. I would say it's on the rare side. So, sometimes you have no choice. You have to contest. And even though your placement's worse for it, you just have to adjust. But I would say that is probably... It depends on what kind of comp it is. If it's like Janna right now, it's actually quite often. But if you're playing something like... I'm trying to think of a reroll comp that gives you actual pivot options. If you're playing like reroll Xayah or something, you theoretically do have options that you could kind of get out of. You don't have to commit there. And also, there's decisions that you made leading up to it that let you stay open as opposed to close off and having to commit. So, in general, try to be preventative about that stuff. Okay, Title gets the wrap. All Out Cassante, Last Whisper, DB Slam. Okay. I mean, this is a spot where I think Canbizz could think about level 9. He's also on Scuttle Puddle as well. All right, we got Dishsoap, Noxus Trap, Blue, JG.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
Man, none of these are inspiring. Best friends. Looks like Dishsoap's going Janna. Okay. You rolling. Well, thank you for 13 months. What up, man? How are you doing? Heroes felt so bad for me. Like, the payoff isn't enough to hit Ziggs 3, and you need something else to compete with the other Cav board. Interesting. That's interesting that you say that. I feel like my experience has been somewhat different. I feel like you are very, very dependent on hitting Ziggs 3 because Ziggs 3 is quite good. Ooh, all out with cloning facility. Wait, Dishsoap doesn't have best friends value. Uh-oh. Blood Rage is OP. I'm not sure about that one either, but they are nerfing it, so maybe it is OP. No. What is this guy doing? Is chat picking his augments? This is literally the shit that you guys would pull. It's story of 7 and then just play forward thinking at 3-2. This guy is a 2-time world champion. Like, what is happening here, man? What is happening here? This is exactly the shit that you guys would pull. Gold quest for Darth noob. Magic roll into permanent HP. Golden quest. Oh, you know what? It's possible that Title scouted, saw that a lot of people are taking things like Golden Quest and playing a weak stage 3, and he could just like maybe scam a win or two. If he can scam a win or two with forward thinking, that'd be huge. With Titan Slam, he's always thinking about Lee Sin. Are you sure? I feel like Titans is not even that good on Lee Sin. I think Lee Sin wants like... Are you talking about Juggernaut, right? Juggernaut Lee Sin, I think, wants like Giant Slayer, Edge of Night, blue buff, Deathblade, i.e. Hodge. That's like Titans. Wait, Title 1. Like I said, man, this guy might be a genius. Story of 7, and he just saw that like everyone's playing weak ass boards. He might be able to scam a win while taking forward thinking. If he can do that one more time, he actually... Does he even I think he procs the Story of 7. He had no money anyways. Title? He's playing Scuttle Puddle. Everyone has money. Everyone has money. So you're saying chat plays like a 2-time world champion? No. Actually, it's the opposite. It's the opposite. Because the thing about strategy games is that both the amateur and the world champion would make the same play, but for different reasons. We've come full circle. Actually, he's literally on the exact opposite end of the spectrum. Because you know that's how it's like it's how it's like a bell graph. You guys are making the same decisions as Title, but it's because he understands everything about what he's doing, and you guys also understand everything about what you're doing as well. You guys are just very, very smart and astute. Dude, Canbizz still streaking, by the way. 5 crystal Gambit, all out Cassante. Okay, well, it looks like he loses. True game from sCsC. Title wins again. No. He's actually him. This is brilliant. This is brilliant TFT, man. Golden Quest 92. Very, 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 very smart. He actually cashed out forward thinking with Story of 7. He could lose the next 2 fights and it's fine. Because the whole point of it is that he just plays Story of 7 for item resources and that's it. Wait. What? Why does this guy have Gwen? Did he cash his Golden Quest out? Oh, he did. Oh my God. Wait, what? That's so fast. It's 3-6. He actually cashed his Golden Quest out at 3-6? What the heck? What? I was like just scouting around to see what was going on. What the heck? Oh, isn't that a little much? Wow. This is one of these games where the Temple of the Lobby is insane. Going 8 Soul Fighter. Oh my goodness, man. And he lost. Yeah, he lost to J or C. Jinx 2. Oh my God. These people's boards are like stronger than stage 5 boards and stage 3. It's nuts, man. It's nuts. The crew. Okay, so that makes me think about the other Golden Quest player. 100 gold, right? Darth Noob, 100 gold. He's gonna... I guess if he sold his whole board, he could get there. Yeah. If he sold his whole board, he probably could get there. I'm just like eyeballing it. Looks about right. Doctoral rolling. Dishsoap rolling. J or C went for Volibear 2. Looks like he's playing Volibear Jinx. A little bit of level 8 flex gameplay going on, you guys. All right, we can look at titles next turn. Actually, we should look at the cash out, right? Darth Noob. We should look at the cash out. So he cashes out 200, and he's cashing out his Crystal Gambits. And he's coming up on Augment turn. It's lining up really nicely. He's trying to put everything up. He's trying to put everything on the same spot. All at 4-2. Big grab bag. Sell. Item cash out. Oh, no way. He sold everything but the mech, but hit Yone too. That is crazy. That is crazy. Title went to 9. Did find the mech as well with the Yone. What the heck? Oh, HoroX grab bag is actually a good shout because he might be missing some of the cheaper units. That's actually nutty. The fact that he got the mech with Yone too. He tried to do the thing. Fruit the Leona before getting to the mech. Mech pilot. Pileto. Sterix. Spark. Oh my God. Hard ass turn. He did end up getting the mech though. What an insane turn, actually. The transition, there's so many things he needed to do. Very, very clean. And now Canbizz, Canbizz is also trying to stabilize on A tier. sCsC lost. Wait, Darth lost? Oh, he didn't get the... Oh, he did not. A tale of two turns. Darth did not get his fruits on. Did not get the 7 mech on. And, yeah, needs to roll down. Needs to get the fruit. He doesn't have much time. Instantly hits mech pilot on J4. Fruit remove on J4. Fruit the HoroX. Position. Get the items on. A lot of people are positioning like this now. They want mech to solo front line. Because with Juggernaut, he could... Oh, he doesn't have Juggernaut active! Wait a second, man. Wait a second. Oh... oh my God, these are not clean turns from Darth at all. Oh man, he is dizzy. He is dizzy, and understandably so. There's so much to do, but okay, got a free round from Canbizz. That's huge. In another world, he queues up against someone really strong, and he's down to 1 life. Why are people going for Mech Pile and J4 first? He has the highest raw odds. It's the highest raw odds, and you can optimize it by first fruiting another tank before you fruit J4 as well. So you can potentially remove something that is from the pool, because you can't get 2 of the same ones that are 1 of. Why is HoroX Mech on J4 first? Because people have figured out that Juggernaut is better than Sorcerer. Because Juggernaut gives a ton of value, and you can make up for the Sorcerer damage by giving him offensive items. Is HoroX fruit over Lucian the meta now? Yes. Is better Mech Pilot on HoroX? Yes. At least that's what everyone is doing. Maybe everyone is wrong though. Maybe it's supposed to be something else. Maybe it's Yone and Gangplank. Okay, probably not. Does Archangels work as like a way that ticks inside the mech? Like, does the mech get scaling stats inside? Oh, he has an edgelord emblem. Oh, so he's trying to have the edgelord. He still doesn't have Juggernaut active, and that kind of defeats the purpose of putting the 2 Mech Pilot in. All right, let's see. 81 AP, and it does not look like it's working. It does not look like the AP. So Archangel doesn't work inside the Mech. 6 Bastion, Zyra, Seraphine. So you take out Juggernaut. Oh, he's level 8. Oh, you know, for some reason I thought he was level 9. Just kidding. It's because I saw title at level 9. Oh. Wait, so do you still play Aatrox? Oh no, so he took out Aatrox. Ah, I see. So he actually like put it on Aatrox and then didn't have the Juggernaut. So now he puts it on the Lucian. And then once he gets a 9, then he'll make the swap. Okay. Well, there you go. There it is. I was like, do you still put it on Aatrox if you don't have Juggernaut active? I should probably make that distinction on TFT Academy as well. I should probably make that distinction, which is if you don't have Juggernaut active, put it on Lucian otherwise. For Sorcerer. Does Archangels work? Not according to what my eye test says. It might, if it does work, it doesn't update on the tooltip, so I don't think it works. How's a crew player doing? Crew. Looking good. He did lose a lot of stage 4. But now he just needs to find Twist of Fate. He did find 3-star everything though, right? Title's looking good. Canbizz playing he's actually playing Crystal Ash. Lost every fight on stage 4. Canbizz trying to play Crystal Gambit Ash. And this is the buffed Ash, by the way, the 70 mana. Wait. He just got a Zyra. Title hit Lee Sin too. Oh, geez. Darth got to level 9. He put the Juggernaut in. And then now he can swap off. Right? Minhee also looking good. Dishsoap, I think. Unfortunately, I just think this is a lobby where everyone has just insane power levels. So I think Dishsoap's probably going to take a bot finish here. Like, everyone is just so strong. Everyone is just so strong. Where's the Gwen 2 player? He's right here. Oh, he sold his Gwen 2, actually. And put it on Zyra. So once he hit Zyra 2, he actually sold the Gwen. Giga Chad. Canbizz looks like he's bot 4. JRC looks like he's bot 4. Darth, not stable. Finally hitting some of the 2-stars you need, but it's just kind of hard. Dr. O, 3 mech players per lobby, huh? So the meta has largely gravitated towards mech being really, really strong. That does seem to be the case right now. That does seem to be the case. How close is Title for the next cash out? He has to win. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 balls. So he needs to win 2 more. Wins 2 more, and you get a Masterwork upgrade, I believe, or an artifact anvil. Both are very strong. He's going up against Minhee's really strong board, though. Minhee transitioned again, by the way, and transitioned over to Twisted Fate. It's pretty good late game capping by him. Oh, it's actually kind of close. Oh my god. Very, very close. Dude, it so much separates 3rd from 8th. Minhee didn't lose that much, though, because he had Poros. Do you know if they changed Spark working in the mech pilot? I believe it does work. I believe Even Shroud and Spark works. I think Sunfire does not. So some things do, some things don't. Dishsoap win out? I would be surprised if so. I just think this lobby is too insane, and he doesn't have enough. Like, he can't find J4 2. Can't find Rise 2. Way too contested. There's 3 mech players. Well, I mean, if he beats the other weak mech player, it might be okay. Buko. Oh, the mana nerf diff for sure. Man, brutal. And Canbizz is dead as well. 3 people dead. Looks like it's Canbizz, JRC 6, Canbizz 7, Dishsoap 8. Ridiculous lobby. Absolutely ridiculous. Scuttle Puddle until like 3 people picking like crazy fast 9 augments, and then yeah. It do be like that. What's the strategist augment? It's something called game plan, and it gives you a hex for the ally to stand in to get strategist. And strategists get 100% more damage amp. Or sorry, they basically gain double. So he gets 20% damage amp for sitting in that hex, basically. And then he gets the usual strategist emblem damage amp as well. So it's pretty good. Pretty good. Sometimes the hexes are pretty troll, though. Sometimes you get, like... I've gotten hexes where I had to play it here, and then the second one was right here, and the third one was, like here. And it's just, like, it's so awkward. You should see what Kiyoon just did. What did he do? Kiyoon's crushing it in Scrims today, by the way. Also, who was talking shit about crew? Who was the one who was like, man, crew sucks. You hit Ziggs 3 and it's not enough. It looks like it's doing all right. Oh. Okay, I mean, this is a capped level. This, like, it should lose to the 2-star legendaries. Come on, man. It should lose to the 2-star legendaries. But what do you mean? What do you mean what you were saying? You think it should beat? Do you think it should beat this board? 2-star Zyra, 2-star Twisted Fate, 2-star Braum, 2-star Seraphine, almost all itemized across the board with like combat augments and itemized frontline and utility. Like, you're saying that it should beat that board. I mean, I don't think he wins the game, but isn't this lobby kind of insane? Like, this lobby is ridiculous. This lobby is ridiculous. Oh, and by the way, Title cashed out a Masterwork upgrade, so we got... I think he went for Radiant Hodge. Oh, God. The title's in the wrong spot. Juggernaut. He's going for Juggernaut Lee Sin. Pew! Punch. 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 Yo! Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, crew lost twice. I'm going to need this crew to lock in the third. I'm sorry, guys. I think you guys need to lose. Wow, Dr. O goes 5th. That is brutal. Mech 3 of the top 5, man. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's looking like Mech might be the best comp in the game, you guys. I'm looking at it right now, and I think Mech might be number 1. I mean, we kind of knew Mech was going to be good, right? If it's a fast 9 meta, then Mech good. Two gold orbs for the items. Come. It's kind of hard to predict who's going to win this game. Everyone's very, very strong. I will say I'm going to pick Minhee. I'm going to pick Minhee. I think if you get items for Zyra 2, Seraphine 2, Twisted Fate 2, Braum 2, and everything like that, I think that just might be too much value. Even though you do have the Mech. Because if you pick one of the Mech, then you're picking titles. Title or Minhee, but I'm going to go ahead and pick Minhee. He has so many items on 5 costs. He has Noxious Trap, Mage Seraphine, like everything lines up. Boom. Lee Sin dead. And boom. Now the thing is, Title has a lot of life to work with, but Title's not level 10, right? It's winnable for Title for sure. Wow, that's a 4th from crew. That is sad. Darth win streak, and he finally put it all together. Maybe Darth is also a dark horse, because he did end up getting, like, he did cash out Yone with like the Flicker Blade and stuff like that. But is Yone good with Flicker Blade? Let me look at this real quick. Give me a sec. 7 Mech. Yone 2 with Flicker Blade. It is not very good, you guys. It is not very good. Let me increase the ranks here. Yeah, you don't want to be playing Flicker Blade on Yone. It looks awful. So the thing is, who does want to hold Flicker Blade though? Who does want to hold Flicker Blade? Okay, sure, we can all point at the problem, but what's the solution? It's gonna be from this augment. But aren't I filtering for like the 2? Oh, I guess I'm saying it's because it is 2-star Yone with 3 items. How about we go level 9? It does look like it's more forgiving. Either way, it doesn't look like it single-handedly is going to be amazing. Hey, buddy. Hey. It's a baby in the basket. How you doing? High five.
There's you.
What do you think? You want to 1v1 Dishsoap in like 10 years? Yeah. All right. All right. Baby in a basket. You going to daycare? Okay. Have a good nap. That baby kind of looks like Frodan. That is generally how genetics works. So biology still undefeated. Oh God, the Seraphine. I mean, I will say that Flicker, like, there isn't that many good users of Flicker Blade though. So if you actually let's just play Flicker Blade. And what's the item with Yone? Is it Flicker Blade plus what's the Golden Quest cash out? We can actually drill down deeper and see what happens here. So let's go Golden Quest, Yone, Hodge. Okay, so Hand of Justice. Who would be the best holder of Flicker Blades in general? It looks like we do not have a lot of sample size. It's only been played 1,000 times. The best holder of it is Karma. That's not real. Well, it just looks like you don't really have a good alternative, so yeah. According to the stats, it's not going to be the best part about this is that you get a Yone too. All of it's pretty disappointing. All of it's pretty disappointing. It's not exactly reliable. If I increase, okay. What people end up doing is I increase the filters to have more sample size. What some people might be doing is like they play Twisted Fate on like a level 9-10 scenario, and then put the Flicker Blade on Twisted Fate. But I mean that's like that's also like a kind of impractical thing. But either way, it's suggested that Flicker Blade is not great to have on it. Yeah, whatever. I don't think anyone here is deluding themselves and thinking Flicker Blade's amazing. But Yone 2 with Mech is pretty good. That's the important part. Is that it for scrims? Let's go ahead and someone said look at what Kiyoon is doing. Let's look at what Kiyoon is doing. What is Kiyoon doing? Also, I need to update something for TFT Academy based on what I saw. Which is
what's Frodan doing?
I need to make sure that Mech says that you only play this if you have Juggernaut active. Prestivent, thank you for the raid. How do we do Prestivent? Let's see. How do we do? We're gonna refresh this bad boy. Kiyoon with a 32 bomb. Where's Prestivent? 24. And then register the final game. That's not bad. It's okay. Middle of the pack. Getting back into the swing of things. NA's hardest worker. Prestivent. Best with Mech Powder on non-item holders. But make sure you have trait activated. Fruit Lucian over HoroX if no Juggernaut active. Because people were doing that. Okay, cool. Yeah. And then people are doing something like this now. Like they like position. They position the Mech kind of like frontline, sort of. Oh no, the Mech's like this, right? People are doing this. And I guess I'll just do like Spark on him. And just like, yeah. I mean, Spark even Shroud. Itemization probably changes a little bit here. Yeah. Sunfire doesn't work though, right? Sunfire doesn't work. I guess I'll just put like Morella Blue or something on the back. Just to indicate that you need to have some of this for. Give me a sec. Karma. Blue Morello. Obviously it is all contextual. But yeah. Okay. Flicker the Karma. Yeah, true. Flicker Blade Karma. Did I miss a rundown? Rundown's in 35 minutes. 40 minutes. I don't think it means the item sucks. It just means the average player is placing worse with Golden Quest because it's a skill diff. Oh, so you think Flicker Blade actually might be good on Yone then? Or I guess maybe it's just not that bad. I mean, I don't know who else to put it on. I'm putting Flicker Blade on Yone, so I don't know who else to put it on. You're not even activating Edgelord a lot either, so kind of unfortunate. The crew barely can't afford this depressing. I mean, you could see it that way. Another way to see it is that honestly, it feels like 4th is probably pretty good in that lobby where 3 people hit Fast 9 Mech and got online in stage 4. The Golden Quest player cashed out in stage 3. I think you can't. You're disappointed that you didn't do better, but if you take a step back, you probably can't expect to do better than that on average. Doesn't Yone have inbuilt Rage Blade, so Flicker can't be bad? Does he have a built-in Rage Blade? I thought that was Jinx. Does Yone have... I think he gets attack speed, but I don't know if he gets, like... I don't know if I would describe it as a built-in Rage Blade. Let me read his ability again. Yone. Oh, no, it is. Attacks gain stacking attack speed. I forgot. For some reason, I thought it was... I didn't realize it was stacking in that sense. I just thought it was an attack speed burst. But based off that logic, that would also mean that Flicker Blade is not that important, though. Because that would because based off what you just described, that would also mean that Flicker Blade is like Jinx's best artifact, which is not true. Like Flicker Blade is the Rage Blade, and it's kind of rare for Flicker Blade and Rage Blade to be best together. But yeah. So you want to reforge Flicker Blade? Yes. Yeah. Reforge the Flicker Blade. Every person in top 4 was a first in a different lobby. But that's what Scuttle Puddle is, though. Okay, looks like the overall score. Ripple Overdrive, #1. Cosmo, #2. Ssiel, Kiyoon. Wet Jungler, Me First, Wraith, Ging, and Doctor. A pretty good spread of regions. Title, Dishsoap, 31-32. Solo, Darth, Milk at 30. Prestivent, sCsC, and Minhee. That's a top 16. It looks like top 20 would be the cut, right? So top half. Binteum, YBY, Pengdori, and Baomyang. Players who are struggling today: Clemou, Canbizz, JRC, Greya, Kaito, Yatsuhashi, Terry, Jazz Latte. A lot of APAC in the bottom. 4 players in the bottom 8. Okay. I have a Talisman of Ascension. Play 6 Bastion. And then put the Talisman on your backliner like Kog'Maw. Boom. No, don't do that. Talisman Ascension is pretty bad. I think that like it actually has a couple of synergies with certain hero augments, but yeah, generally pretty bad. I don't even know if I have true tech for Talisman. Let me see. According to the stats, what's the best holder of Talisman right now? The best holder of Talisman is Mundo. I mean, I think that's the Mundo hero augment. Garen, Twist of Fate, Shen, Rammus. No, that can't be right. A lot of it is 5 cost that you would play in the 6 Bastion, like Zyra and Twist of Fate, things like that. Yeah, if you want the Wokes play, you put it on Akali. Try to have her survive. Probably not though. Key's going first again. Sky Piercer. Oh, he has Prismatic Destiny level up. Oh, okay. We have Build-A-Bud Zac. I've been seeing a lot of people play this into heavyweight reroll, like Malzahar. And then Radiant Nashers. And then Living Forge for a Gambler's Blade. Expecting unexpectedness. Living Forge and a Tactician's Kitchen into heavyweight. But is he trying to go into Mech? He might be able to think about, do we play heavyweight? Do we put heavyweight on my Mech and eat and have the Mech eat it? If you put Talisman on a Mech pilot, does the Mech go crazy? No. The Mech doesn't benefit from artifact items, I believe. That would be really OP because then you would theoretically want to put stuff like Zhonya's on him. You want to put Zhonya's. What else do you want to put on him? Like Mana Zanes that he casts and just like kills everything. Like if artifacts worked on the Mech, it would be like the most broken thing in the game. Because you're just having one giga super unit benefit from all the artifact stuff. I'm trying to think about anything else. Like, if you gave it range extension or something, I don't know. Okay, we have Jana roll, 2 mentor. This is Kiyoon. I might just take like Band of Thieves or something here because he's playing for a fast 9, so you could always have use of it. Oh, fire sale. Okay, decided to go for Band of Thieves. Pandora's. Oh, and then he could Pandora's his Living Forge later on. Oh, over 9,000. Over 9,000 Jace. Shadow. He's going Jace. Jace Kate. Clemou. This is the guy that struggled in some scrims today. Got signed to Fnatic earlier this year. Titanic Titan, Radiant Relics. Titanic Titan. So after this game, guys... Oh, I forgot to run ads between games. Okay, well, let's do that now. And then after this game, we can probably start doing the Passions rundown. Sound good? Deal? Aren't Hull Crusher, Silvermere, or Triforce good enough? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. All right, let me grab a snack real quick. Oh. I said I'm gonna grab a snack. My wife literally is outside my door holding a Starbucks muffin. You know, and she's like, I didn't even hear you. I thought you need a snack. W wife. Boom. Okay. 5 cost wife. Honestly, underselling it. She's a 6 cost from set 6. Or sorry, set 13. Set 6 cost. Could you guys imagine the power of 6 cost with fruits?
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
Pip, thank you for 3 months. She's a 3-star 6 cost. Agreed. Are you okay, Daniel? Your hair is turning black. The heck? Who calls me Daniel? My mom does. Are you my mom? My hair turning black? Yeah, that's because of you. All right. I'm gonna get my hair done again in about I mean, it's gonna be before Paris, so probably in like a month. Probably in like 2-3 weeks. I think I need like a week or 2 of it before. I don't want to do it the day before I go to Paris. Okay, fast 9 here. So how many people are rerolling? I think only 2 people are rerolling. Everyone else is fast 9. Everyone else is fast 9? No. The thing about like everyone going fast 9 is that it helps the fast 9ers. Oh my god, it might in this lobby it actually might turn into a situation where like 4 people are trying to play Mech, 1 person's rerolling, and then 2 people are trying to play like Twist of Fate. Everyone trying to fast. Is it? I mean, if it just ends up transitioning fully into everyone trying to fast 9, it's gonna turn to some clowny stuff. Well, we'll see though. Maybe one person, maybe a couple people choose to reroll. It also could entirely depend on like things like Living Forge, like Clemou. Clemou theoretically would be in a position to fast 9 with his HP. He's saving all his rerolls. It also might just depend on when he gets. Oh, wait, he doesn't have Living Forge. What? Sorry, it looks exactly the same thing. Someone has Living Forge. It might depend on like what Bacriff does, for example. We'll see though. Are we changing the color? Nah, I'm done changing my color. I mean, I feel I've experimented with many colors over the years. I think blue is just me. Like, it's probably fun to try a different color, but I'm worried. I just like I don't think many colors look that good on me. I've done it all for the most part. If it was like more temporary as well, as opposed to 4 to 5 months, maybe. But it feels like very permanent because of the way I do it. Like, it's different if I wore as opposed to wearing a wig. I can wear a wig of a different color. You also just change your stream. That's true. I would have to change a lot of things about my stream, like the overlays and colors and things like that. Would you bet your hair color in a silly bet? What am I getting from it, though? What do I get from it? I mean, obviously, I would if it made sense. Wait, Gray is at 13 HP, man. What the heck? He's rolling on 8s. What parent? Hollow, thank you for the 7 months. What parenting advice do you have for us olds in chat? Parenting advice, me? Well, here's the funny thing about parenting advice is that everyone thinks they're qualified to give it. And what works for a lot of other people tends to be purely anecdotal, or people misattribute their success to other things. So the number one thing that I would say is, like, use some common sense. And, like, try to, like, a lot of parenting advice is, like, common sense stuff. Once you learn, like, a couple of things about it, it's like everything makes sense as long as you just, like, think about it. Think critically. And try not to get backseated too hard. A lot of people mean well when they're giving you back parenting advice. Like, it's crazy because some people who are extremely not qualified to give parenting advice love giving parenting advice. You know what's kind of reminds me of certain other communities on Twitch that love to give advice despite themselves not being particularly qualified or knowledgeable about giving advice. I don't want to name any names though. Here comes another level 8 roll down here from Bacriff. You're talking about streamers? Streamers are some of the worst people to get advice from. Straight up. Unless it's like about specifically like the game they're playing. But in almost every category across every subject that has ever existed in terms of knowledge that could be shared, streamers are some of the worst people to give advice about anything. Period. Like, they should not be giving advice on, like, how to be an adult, how to live, taxes, slash financial advice, slash gambling advice. Right? They're just not to be trusted, man. These streamers know nothing about anything. But if it's like, you know, if it's like a TF2 streamer about like why they slam a bloodthirster when they could have greeted, then you can ask them about that. Janna roll here from Cash. Then look at Kiyoon's perspective here. Kiyoon went level 9 and rolled. Looks like he went last turn. A lot of people rolled. 2x contender. You know, they didn't buff that in the PB batch notes. I wonder if it's actually good in the stats. Mech pilot. Got it. Mech pilot. He played 2 Lee Sins. Needs to get off of him. He has Lee Sin pair. Oh, geez. He doesn't even have Executioner for his mech. So we put it on the Senna, but no Executioner yet. Very, very hard transition turn. Is everyone in his lobby going mech? So basically, in the scrim meta, everyone's playing mech now. Mech is like 3-4-way contested. Mech, mech, mech. Mentor reroll, mech. Caitlyn Jace wants to play mech. So, like Mech Akali. Yeah, it's a mech meta. Wait, but you are a streamer and you're advising me not to listen to streamers, so then I should listen to streamers. Well, I'm saying listen to other streamers. You should listen to me. You should listen to me and let me influence you because I'm not like the other streamers, you guys. I'm not like the others. You can listen to me. You can trust me. But other streamers, don't listen to a thing they say, man. Don't listen to a thing they say. Gray is just dead. Another thing you can do another thing about this dynamic is if he doesn't hit, he's just gonna die, and then other people can just pick up his remaining pieces. Okay, so he ends up surviving. Dude, it's mech versus mech. You know, I never really truly got into the Gundam series, but I was told that I would like it. And there's been some Gundam series that have been really, really good that I've been saving for when I like if I ever have to like isolate and like I have an opportunity to catch up on every show and game that I want to play. The Gundam series, some of the Gundam stuff is definitely on that list. All right, what do we have? Backup dancers for Kiyoon. So now it's gonna be like if all things are equal, it comes down to some of the combat augments. Also, I do think there's a little bit of positioning as well. Blue buff, Silvermere Dawn for Cash. Silvermere Dawn Jace with Living Forge. Okay. It's kind of looking like Mech is so good with the Juggernauts that it's become quite stable even if you don't hit everything. But Gray is dead. I mean, I just don't think it's correct for 6 people to play some kind of Mech core. It feels like you're just coin flipping. If that is the meta though, like everyone thinks it's so good that it has to be 4-wayed, and then 2 other people play some kind of mechs, you know, core units like the Kali player, and I think it was Clemou. Clemou's just playing like sorcerers. It just can't be right. It can't be right. Is the next patch tomorrow? Yes, it is. Gamba. What do you want to gamble on? I'm glad I didn't gamble on the Mariners. Sage. Didn't make the Braum too. I mean, I'm happy for the Blue Jays. I actually kind of wish that it was like those 2 teams playing in the finals, even though I like the Dodgers. I think Shohei Ohtani is on track to be the best player of all time, if not already kind of putting himself in there. Just because of like what he does is just absolutely ridiculous. But the back and forth between, it feels like it's like so meaningful for both of the like Seattle and the Blue Jays. Like you can just see, like it felt like the intensity was like the World Series to me. But obviously I'm very sad. I'm very sad, and I kind of like I just kind of like knew it was gonna happen. Otani is the goat of all goats after Soju. I mean, you're saying that tongue in cheek, but after next weekend's regionals, when he makes it back to his second world championship, I mean, it's not going to be funny anymore. It's just going to be true. I'm happy for the Jays. I mean, I'm like so annoyed that it's George Springer of all people as well. But yeah. It would be like if C2 Ren wins, is like going back to Worlds or something like that after he screwed Prestivent, you know? Not that it was personal, but okay, Bacriff ended up going for it as well. Achi is dead. Mech went 7-8. My belief after looking at this is that there's just too many people playing Mech. There's too many people. It's definitely really good. It's just that if 4 people are playing Mech and 1 person's holding the Mech units, it's just, you're just going to struggle. There are way too many Mech players. It is not that good that you can 4-way it. 4.5, actually technically 5-way because 2 people are playing half of it. I hate the Dodgers. But the thing is, you can hate like the Dodgers as an organization for like what they're doing to sort of like making a super team together and everything like that. But you can't really like dislike the players, man. I mean, what Shohei's doing is like nothing short of actually incredible. And you know, also I kind of like all those guys. I like Mookie Betts. I like Freddie Freeman. Actually, my roommate's brother went to high school with Freddie Freeman, or my former roommates. Back when I lived and worked with one of my friends who worked at Red Bull Gaming, his brother like went to high school with Freddie Freeman, and apparently the girl that he ended up like dating, because I think he ended up dating and marrying a high school sweetheart, someone like pretty young. Either way, apparently they were like mutual friends, something like that. So. If you look at the Dodgers players are players that their old team didn't want to pay. Pretty true, except, well, yeah, actually pretty true. I really like Will Smith. I'm a sucker for catchers that hit well, which is why I think the Mariners are super fun to watch in particular. I mean, Cal Raleigh is such a cool thing to follow, right? A switch hitting, league leading, top tier batter. I mean, defensively, you know, whatever. But it's cool. How old are you? I am in my 30s. I'm in my 30s. I'm in the best decade of my life. And I cannot wait for next year. Do you know what happens next year? You know what happens next year? K3 Soju turns 30 years old. K30 Soju. It's gonna be great because I think he's been dreading that for a while. And you know he always goes, "Ha, you old." And you know what? I can say, "Ha, you 30." It'll be great. I hope he does something. You know what? Knowing him, he's probably not gonna do anything. But I hope he does like at least like a friend get together. It'd be fun. Scar's 35. Scar's my age. I was near Chinatown last night and I knew the Mariners lost when we didn't hear any noise come from the stadium. We were up 3-1 in the 7th, and then yeah, it was just bad, man. And then I just kind of knew George Springer was gonna do something because it was like the same feeling I got when Juan Soto was batting last year and he just had this look in his eye. And you just kind of knew that if they couldn't get him out, he was going to do something crazy, and then he hit the home run. I got the same vibes. Like, as soon as I saw George Springer go up, I'm like, oh, my God. Because then they made the pitching substitution to try and, like, yeah. I just knew it, man. You just get the vibes. And baseball is so slow that it makes you overthink a lot as a fan. Because, like, baseball, just, like, every pitch it's like there's no timer, right? There's no clock. I mean, there is a pitching clock, but it's like you have to finish the pitch. So you just, as a fan, you're just like constantly overthinking and you're just like on the edge of your seat the entire time, and you just kind of like, oh my god, this is. So Clemou is dead with Sorcerer Mech. So we have Mech, Sorcerer Mech in 5th, Mentor Mech. Wait, I think Mech is in every board except for Battle Academia, because the Mentor ended up playing the Mech as well. Huh? Interesting. I don't know shit about baseball. How often are games played? There's a lot of games every single year, but in the playoffs, it's best of 7. And they went to last night. It was Game 7, and one team who had never been to the World Series was it's in Seattle. They were about to go to the World Series, and they were 6 outs away. They were 6 outs away, like six plays away from going, and they were up, and they were also up in the series 3-2. It was just like all these different things, and they just choked. They just choked. And to make matters worse, it was like entirely our fault. It is what it is. Also, okay, yeah, I was about to say this. Penguin says, unfortunately, as a Mariners fan, the Mariners were never going to match up against the Dodgers. Dude, the 7, 8, 9 slot was batting like 9% or something like that. The bottom part of the lineup was literally like 5 for 40, 5 for like 50 something. It was crazy. I couldn't even believe the numbers I was looking at. They were so bad. They were so bad. It's like your bot lane in League of Legends are 0 and 8 every game. Every game of the series. They're just like losing lane so bad, and you just cannot depend on them at all. It's actually more like top lane, but yeah. Okay, Mana Zane. I mean, I feel like this should be the spot where Jace Caitlyn wins. Every mech player cannibalizes themselves, and then you hit Caitlyn Jace, you have the artifact. Like, this should be the spot Caitlyn Jace wins. If Jace can't win from here, then it feels like he'll never win. Really good artifacts, really good lobby complexion to like favor the dynamics of how he's going. He's hit everything. Like, if you can't win off of this, Caitlyn Jace is just not a comp that wins. Check the item count. 97. Here's the over 9,000 stats. 200 HP, 16. Like pretty decent stuff. You actually want mana regen. 4 mana regen with blue buff and Silvermere Dawn. That's really good. That's a really, really good combo. Sorry, man. I'm from Vancouver and I root for both teams. I was prepared to go to Seattle if they won the game. Oh, man. That's okay, though. Like I said, I'm happy for the Blue Jays. I'm happy for Toronto. I'm happy for Blue Jays. I'm like, it's just very sad for Seattle. Dude, everyone's just so depressed around the town. Because Seattle's like such a bit, they love their sports teams like a lot. And it's like the most excited that they could get for sports in quite some time. So, I mean, we did have the Seahawks a while back, but it's the most excited I've seen people get around since I moved here, like 4 or 5 years ago. Going right side lean. Is it really Shadow Clone here? I don't see it dealing any damage. Yeah, I like Shadow Clone a lot more when it's like dealing utility. Like the Last Whisper and things like that. Because then you like cover the whole board. It's doing okay, you know. Not great. I probably would swap it out, but he's just gonna win anyways, so double kill. Also, to make matters worse, it's like that time of the year where the weather's changing and it's starting to rain now in Seattle, so like everything's a lot more dreary, like weather-wise. So now it's like, oh, a terrible. I'm the target demographic. I'm not the target for a bunch of. You know, maybe I have a stalker or two. Maybe some of you guys are in chat want to meet me at TwitchCon so bad that you would cut security line to try to kiss me. I don't think any of you guys would do that, but it's possible. If any, but I don't think I'm usually the kind of person that they go for, though.
I've been waiting.
And if you are thinking about that, please don't. Please don't. Because I think my wife would literally have your face in the cement. And she grew up in the hardcore scene. She grew up in the hardcore scene, so she does not mess around. My wife runs security. Because it's more better just to get one champ to 2 stars than adjust according to it, because having 2-star champ is more important than completing the whole attribute. In some cases, yes. In the case of Crystal Gambit, yes. Let me ask you something. If I got 7 Crystal Gambit, do you think I would have won that previous fight? No, so I play for the high roll scenario. Also, why are you yelling? Why do you type in all caps? I actually read a pretty good amount of chat. You don't have to yell, man. All right, we have Lux pair. What are we doing here? Do we take Shen for the Bastion? I think we do. Let's take Lux pair. Let's see what happens. All right. Please vote in the chat. I'm going to roll Spirit Link. Okay. Another one, pumping up or solo leveling? What would I play with another one if I did end up getting it? See, he saw it. Ah ha 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 ha. Well, that's the last message I'm seeing. Banned. All right. 3, 2, 1. Lock it in. Solo leveling. Okay, who do I solo level, though?
Push me.
Wait a second. Who am I supposed to solo level? Pursuit? Mage? Guys, what am I supposed to do, man? Oh, wait. Actually, it's working out okay. Ah, you know what? Working out okay. I'm thinking Mech. Anyone else thinking Mech? Ginsu's the Rel. Yeah, I could do that too. This 95-year-old TFT still plays Mech this old-fashioned way. I mean, I feel like you should. Wait, it was a Lux game. OP hidden tech. Well, I feel like I'm just gonna go Void Staff, Death Cap. I mean, I'm not sure about you guys, but I'm pretty sure you guys have made me play like some kind of Crystal Gambit like 4 out of the past 6 games, or something like that. 5 out of the past 6 games. I'm just like tired of it. So I'm just gonna like force my way into a situation that I don't have to do. I don't even think it's that good. This isn't going to work. Okay, well, I don't know what you want me to do then. Like, obviously, it's not ideal to play solo leveling when all you have is Lucian 2. I think everyone knew that. Did anybody here honestly thought solo leveling was the correct pick? No. No one out here is like pretending like it's like some amazing pick here. Everyone knew that going in. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. You sold Rel 2, dude. Rel 2? I'm playing solo level. You can only play 1 unit at a time. Unless you're thinking I'm supposed to play Rel with Rageblade. It's fine. You sold Rel 2, dude. I made 10 gold and I won my first round with solo level. Like, I don't know what you want me. I lost against a guy that over leveled and played Mech, one of the best early game synergies in the game. Rel solo, and now I'm going against Mundo too. I'm not going to kill anything here. Chat might not be challengers. Hold on a sec, man. Don't be talking shit about chat. Everyone here is definitely challenge. Is anyone here actually not challenger? I thought you guys were all challengers. I will take GP with a rod. GP with a rod. I'm challenged. Does that count? I'm challenged. I'm challenged. Everyone just keeps saying the same thing over and over. Uh-oh. Starting to think that everyone here in the chat is just a view bot. They literally just copy whatever's written above them. Death cap. Should I just sell... I mean, should I just hold all this? Another alternative is to sell this and play for GP with solo leveling with this. 1500 versus 1350. Honestly, it might be better. I mean, you know what? It could be worse. I could be playing this guy. This guy is playing blue buff solo leveling HoroX 1. Wow. Now that is something. That is something. I'll just sell GP here. Oh, man. This guy got Gold Destiny into Hustler. Can make 40 as well. Hopefully all goes well. Yeah. I hope so too. It's actually bad because either I queue into the level 6 guy or I queue into the 1 unit guy. And if I get 1 unit kill, it's just going to be unsatisfying for the rest of the game. He's just 5 lossing. Oh, man. He's just 5 lossing. Okay, my goal with this is to kill 2. My goal with this is to kill 2. I killed 1. Solution. Okay, so overall, I would say that solo leveling was not the best. Not the best.
I will not hold back.
But a lot can change. A lot can change. Who knows? Who knows? I got 2 components. Okay. Subpar. Yeah. Now we have uneven EXP until the end. Unless I pick another econ augment that gives odd intervals, like a Slammin or something. Or sorry, Cluttered Mind. Actually, I can't get that though. Sell all of this. Morello GS. Okay. Morello GS. I mean, is there anything else I could do? I could also think about trying to play around like Rise, Mentor Rise. I could try to play a Kali. I have Nashers. Pivot the crew. Oh, so I can fix my EXP. True. That is something I could do. I am allowed to do that. I think GS makes the most sense. Morello is also good as well. So I guess I have Morello, Senna, GS, him. Right? Is there any complaints about that? No. I mean, the alternative would be to try and just greed or something like that, but I think it's fine. Just get all these items out of the way, and then I know the mech setup is not like ideal because I don't have. I also could have gone Stairs Gauge, I guess. Stairs Gauge. And I would have had Rage Blade. Those are awkward components. Lux holds Morello. I'm not sure she's gonna stay. Also, I feel like Senna's better right now. Okay. Band of Thieves, item grab bag or glass cannon? It's not glass cannon. It's not item grab bag. 1, 2, or 3. Please vote in the chat. 1, 2, or 3. I'm a Frodan, Kiyoon, and Soju viewer, and I would consider myself a clown who's trying to be mature by watching Frodan's content. Yeah, fair enough. All right. 3, 2, 1. Fire sale. Fire sale. You know what? Fire sale's a pretty good pick. Not bad, guys. Not bad. Not bad. The reason why you want Morello on Senna is because she buffs the mech. Or rather, she heals the mech. Do I have this Lux, though?
We can do this.
It's also possible I could play Sorks. I don't think I'm going to play Sorks, though, from here. But my items are good for Gwen. I guess Deathcap is not very good, though. I would have had to make JG. Oh. Nice. Looking good. Dude, Lucian just shot... Is that a Senna? He just shot his wife, man.
Victory awaits.
Swain. I need to take this out. I can actually play... I can play 4 Sorks. Okay, that's probably a better mid-game to play around then.
Look at us making new memories.
And then I have this pair. Do I care about Bastions here at all? The awkward thing is this Deathcap. Deathcap makes me not want to like lean into Sorks, but it's like entirely possible. If I like high roll an early Gwen, I could just try to go for it. Mech. When does the new patch come live? The new patch is out tomorrow. It's out in like 12 hours from now. 13 hours from now. Something like that. Maybe a little bit less. This guy's playing Rammus too. Oh, he's playing Kaisa. Oh, wow. Kaisa in the great year 2025. He also hit a Kali. He picked Rolling for Days Hustler. Oh my goodness. Okay. Scouting around. This guy already also has 4 mentor playing veteran Janna. I'm first pick. Or I'm second pick, rather. Do I just take sword? Sword or belt here? The reason why I think sword or belt is better is because, again, you want to stack the mech with as much as you can. So... Does that include TFT mobile? What does? The next patch? Yeah, it should. It should. Lux 2. I'll make that. And then I can level here. Okay. I mean, the setup that I have is leaning like a little mentor mechy. Sword could also be Shojin. Sword could be Stairs Gauge. It's oftentimes Stairs Gauge, Deathblade, or whatever. Let me just sell everything here, shall we? Let's just sell everything. Man, mech and roll on 8. I think in general, if you're mech though, don't you strongly prefer to play into Spark instead of the Void Staff? It almost feels like if you play Void Staff, you'd prefer to play into like Sorks / Rise. Yasuo. Okay, who do I fruit? Who do I fruit? I fruit Swain for now. Colossus. Body change. Just like frontline anything here. Hit any frontline. What are the best mech pilot traits? I'm pretty sure you want to put it on HoroX. These days, people put it on HoroX and they put it on Senna. At least that's what people are doing right now. Okay, so I think we have to go to level 8. I think we have to roll on 8s. I don't know if we're able to skip to go to 9. What I'll probably do is, I think what I'll do is play Sorcerer Mech on 8 and try to get to 9. Playing around like Yone and, or playing around Karma before I get to like Yone and everything like that. Lulu. Okay, I have GP. So I'm playing for, oh, if I swap to Rammus. That should theoretically make it so that as soon as he finds Rammus's, it's going to make it less likely for me to hit Rammus, right? Because Lulu's its own separate thing, if I remember correctly. All right, GP pair.
Rise again. I dare you.
Can I even go now? I feel like I can't even go now. Do I sack one and wait and see what my augment is? Because right now I'm thinking about it and it's like I don't really have. Oh man, this is gonna be so hard. Vow plus Sterix Gauge. Vow, Sterix Gauge, or Shojin to try to play for the sorcerers. I'm gonna wait one. See what happens. I'm gonna wait one. See what happens. This guy's also waiting as well. This is gonna be rough. So it's a mech roll down. Lee Sin. How are the games going? They're going okay. So far, the games have been a little bit on the trolley side. Nothing we can't handle, though. All right, let's see what happens. Forge, Moonlight, Healing Orbs. Oh, geez. Forge doesn't even do anything. I guess it's like potentially play for the Sorks. Play for the Sork out. It doesn't do anything here. Keepers. Do I go another one into Mech? Maybe double Vow is fine.
Star Guardians are in it to win it.
Polar Bear.
Battle boils the blood. What do you fight for?
Holly.
Charmed, I'm sure.
I'm gonna go double Vow. And I think I do this. And I think I go this for the Mech. No Karmas, no J4s. I took a little bit long time to roll. Man, this setup is not very good. Yikes. This guy's also Mech as well. Okay, I just need to find the Mech units.
I'll hit him with everything.
J4.
Challenge.
Can play this guy for now.
We have the momentum.
So I have this. Technically, you put it on J4 for max odds, right? Oh wait, I'm supposed to do the fruit thing on the front line as well. But I do have body change. Yeah, okay. So I technically have it. I think I did it fine. I have 2 more fruits left. So I get Yone off Carousel, no karma. Oh, this is starting to get bad. This is starting to get bad. This is starting to get real bad. Okay, I need Yone or karma off Carousel. 28. Nothing. Nothing. I take okay. I'll take sword here. It's fine. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Dude, where is the rest of the stuff, man? Where is the rest of the stuff? It's like no one's even really holding, like this guy has Jinx 2 and stuff like that. It's not even like people are contesting the karma yet. Okay, there's a karma. I guess I have to just keep rolling until I hit this guy. Oh, I hit. This thing is so annoying. Mech pilot. Okay, sorry. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We love fruits, man. Okay, so I think actually I win this fight, right? Mech wins. And then I need to remove and refruit. So Jarvan gets refruited, and right now I'm supposed to play it on Lucian until I can go to 9, right? So now I remove because I need this to be here, but then I need to refruit this. I put this here, and then I remove this because I need Void Staff here. And then it's this. You just GS Lucian as well? Or do I GS this? I'll just do that. Why not? Like, why not? I guess I could sort him as well. Oh, yeah. And just like that, I'm back. Chat masterminding another first. True. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I think 28 is actually enough as well. I think we can actually do it all. I think we get to have it all. Juggernaut. So and also this HoroX should be here. So I think, or this Jarvan should be here. So I think what I do is go to 9, play for HoroX, go for the Juggernaut. Lucian goes in the back. Oh, items? I'll take that. Gold Orb is good for me. Gold Orb is good for me. That could be an item for Yone. And then just TG. 68. I can't do that. I can do that next turn. I'll do that now. I'm at 28. It's kind of dicey. How about DB? That's fine. Just like stack the mech more and more. And then now I can actually position him front line. My Lucian's still in the second row. This Mech is juiced. Dude, he has infinite stats now. Oh my god, his AD is nuts. Every time he autos, he just destroys everything. All right. So I have this. These two in the front. Back, back, back. Oh my god. Nice. So now do I just roll for like a Lee Sin? I just roll for something better, right? This is a better Juggernaut.
You save up my mama.
Okay, now do I have enough to... Do I have what it takes? Do I have what it takes to win from here? Why is Mech Aatrox and not Lucian? Because it found out that Juggernaut on the thing is way better. And you basically just play Karma for utility. Because the Juggernaut stats are just ridiculous. Look at that. I'm beating the Janna 3. Huge. Huge.
I read the room.
Huge.
You lose.
Go 10 for Duelist. Yeah. I'll work on that real quick. I'll work on that. 10 sounds kind of sounds kind of optimistic. Sounds kind of optimistic. Okay, so I think the question is, do I roll or do I stay here? I think I'm gonna go on the right side here because of other people's J4s. Other people have really strong boards. This guy is playing like the stronger version of my setup. He also has a combat augment. I don't. I have more items. He has better upgrades in combat. That's the trade-off here. He also has a Lee Sin too. Oh no. He has Lee Sin 2, Jarvan 2. Like, he has everything 2-starred. Unlucky. Unlucky. What can I do with any of these items? Blue buff. Blue buff or Shojin. I can also go Hodge. Okay, it's probably blue buff then. So blue buff on Karma, so she casts more. And then... Because, like, I could also move GS and go Hodge here. And Hodge is good for the mech. Speaking of which, you should put on TFT Academy. Richard, I'm sorry that you don't read TFT Academy, man. Hurt my feelings, bro. Hurting my feelings. Oh, that's pretty big. It's a big upgrade. All right, blue buff. That's actually very, very big. I could have potentially won that previous fight if I did. Your mech's insane. The thing is, I think I probably get like a 4th here or something. Hope Kai'Sa wins. I don't think Kai'Sa is winning. But... Maybe he... Wait, but the thing is, if he wins, he's beating me. Wait, you hope that the mech beats me? I lost. The Darius wrapped on me. And whose side are you on, man? Zyra. That's big as well. All that stuff kind of helps. J4 pair. I mean, should I have the mech? I mean, I feel like I should have the mech. I mean, the fact was the Darius wrapped on me was the problem, right? I mean, the issue is the mech wrapping. 4th is good. I think we can get there. This guy's level 9. The problem is I have no upgrades on my board that like are really relevant. I'm playing like a lot of dead units or like one cop or one ofs. I think I'm dead. Is the update live already? No. It's up. It's out next Wednesday. No. I went 5th. What do you think is going wrong here? What do you think is going wrong, guys? Do you think solo leveling Lucian 2 is bad? The game was almost saved though. It was almost saved. It was so close. It was so close. Man, I think okay, if I didn't lose this one fight, but that's kind of unfortunate, isn't it? Because I think this positioning generically is fine, and I guess it was like to position Karma in the bottom center would have been worse for other matchups though. Another one can show up twice. There's technically 2 versions of another one. There's technically another one and another one plus. The Yone saved your 8th. Yeah, I did. But like I think these games are basically like the spots that I'm in are like really bad and I need bailouts, and the bailouts are there, but they're not good enough. Like I'm getting bailed out in the sense that there's like these games are very, very bad spots. And like bro. What? Yeah, wandering trainer. It's all good. Chat picks are worse when the patch is solved. True. Okay, how come this hasn't launched, by the way? I feel like I launched this like 3 times. I want to play the new expansion. It's pretty fun. Once Upon a Galaxy's new expansion. I mean, the thing is, I think there's like so much scaling required in order to compete. All right, let's play. Lady of the Lake. It's a new character. Collect 5 treasures to get a random legendary character. Repeatable. Okay. Collect 5 treasures. Let's try her. Let's see how she goes. What's her starter deck? Aladdin. So Beanie Baby could be good. Become a treasure. What is this? During a fight, I have at least attack, treasure find. Each fight, give all your slots +1 attack. Okay. Okay, let's try it. Okay, so I need to collect treasures to get a random legendary character. So this is a treasure character. It's another treasure character. Do I take Beanie Baby? But this one's all highlighted and fancy. That means I can't be wrong. You need 5 treasures. I think I'm just going to go ahead and click this. I'm going to go ahead and fight. I'm a beast. Easy win. Lance a little. During a fight, at least I have 8 attack. Okay, so I need to like buff this a little bit more. This is a hero. Despicable Smee. I'm just literally clicking all the villain cards. All right, here we go. No! What's the name of the game? It's called Once Upon a Galaxy. Actually, okay, I do want the Stepsisters, but the puck actually gives me 3 attack. I'll just take the Stepsisters. The free shop. You get a free reroll. Oh, Captain's Cutlass. That helps me with Lance a little to help me get +5 attack. So I'm at 7 now. So this is 5 slot. Would you ever just take Presence of Gaia? I could actually probably play Stepsisters in this slot then, temporarily. I'll just pick Rage Mage. 4-3. Ooh, a golden Stepsister. A golden Stepsister. So that gives me a treasure. We'll do that. Twin shots. Does Twin Shot let me hit everything? I think it might. Lancelot's at 8. I might be able to double dip. I might be able to double dip and get there. Let's do that then. So Lancelot activates his quest. So he has 8 attack. Damn, unfortunate. I mean, that's okay. So now I get Lance a little. Each fight give your slots +1 attack, which is actually good because then Jealous of Sisters guaranteed at 6 now. Is this a bazaar? No, it's an auto battler on your phone that I play with my wife. It's like Disney fairy tale themed. They just released a new expansion, and I've been playing on the side for a couple months. All right. You guys got me with the picks. I'm starting to feel like you guys are losing faith in yourselves. I feel like you guys are losing faith in the process. Do you guys still believe that we can do this, or should we just give up? Should we just give up? We got this. All right, you guys got this, right? Okay, we have Katarina, HoroX. I think I'm gonna sell this cannon. Okay, I'm gonna stop trolling. Actually, I think I've been called boring and too many times, and I think that broke my brain. And I started listening to the voices in my head saying that I have to play more Woksh. It's time to actually start cooking people. It's time to actually start cooking people. And from now on, if you type Bedge, I'm gonna tuck you into Bedge with a 10-minute Bedge session. So do it. I dare you. Look at that. All right. Crystal Gambit Crown birthday present are popping up. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. All right, 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. Uno, dos, tres. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Crystal Gambit Crown. No, guys, it's so bad. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do, man? Okay. Crystal Cat, that doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense. I can't win the first couple rounds. It doesn't even make sense. Sell, sell. Sell, sell, sell. Mouse Crystal. I'm gonna opt into another 4-way Malzahar Crystal game. Let me see. Maybe this time. Oh, maybe this time no one has Malzahar openers. This guy has starter kits and looks like he got a Collie. This guy took Spoils of War. Give me a sec here. So this is Radiant's Last Whisper, 4 Soul Fighter, Spoils of War, Exalted Adventure, Rakan, Kaisa, Janna. So he's probably gonna play Janna. This is a Collie. This is Protagonist Garen. And this is 9 Lives Katarina. Wandering Trainer is more fun, is it? Is it more fun? Who thinks Wandering Trainer is actually more fun, though? I think you know what? I'm actually going to put it out there. I think Wandering Trainer is Bedge. I think it's so Bedge. Because that gives you that just means you can't do, you just have to play around the trainer no matter what. And also, chances are you're forced to lose streak. Chat saved you from playing cats? What do you mean? I had an amazing cat spot. I had an amazing cat spot. You guys don't actually believe that, right? You guys don't actually believe that. I had Cat Pair, Max Arcana. I could have taken something like Hedge Fund, and I just could have sent it for Katarina. You're telling me You're telling me that there's a better... that was not a good cat spot? You can also be creative, so I disagree. I mean, yeah, like sometimes going 8th at 32 minutes versus 29 minutes is pretty creative. It's true. All right, here we go. Here we go. I actually have Ash items. Maybe I'll go Kraken Last Whisper. Or maybe Kraken IE. I don't know. Kraken Last Whisper. Something like that. That. Swain. Hold on. There's a Swain. Oh. 5 Crystal Gambit. Ash Dishsoap, what he would have taken on 2-1 this game, Frodan. This game? I think this would probably would have tried to play cat. A cat pair with reasonable cat items, like everything was like perfectly fine. I'm actually surprised at the conclusion that you guys are coming to is that that in general. Actually, I'm not that surprised. But I'm surprised that you guys think that Dishsoap would have not tried to play cat from there. Unless that's what you're saying that you think he would. I feel like he would try to play cat, wouldn't he? Unless you're saying he's trying to play crystal. Don't dwell on the past. That's how you never improve, though. You have to think about. What do you mean? Don't dwell on the past. Like, don't think about your mistakes. Don't critically analyze. Don't discuss strategic decisions. Just put your head in the sand. Don't dwell on the past. I think what you mean is, like, when you say don't dwell on the past, I think people are saying you shouldn't, like, beat yourself up for things outside your control. That was in my control. Everything right there, the augment choices was within my control. I had the choice to click different things. That was within my control. When they say don't dwell on the past, they mean something completely different, man. Okay, I'm going to make 40 here. And... okay, Spoils of War at least. This guy tried to grief me. It was in our control. Yeah, our also includes me. What, you guys think you own me or something? I'm part... doesn't us include me as well? Don't I have agency? Autonomy? All right, so what am I aiming for here? Am I still playing Malzahar? I think I might be playing Malzahar. All right. Gonna go ahead and play this. I think I will play more of this. Crystal here. Adaptive here. Spiky shell. Boom. Still no Vi. That's fine. Vi will show up. I wasn't gonna be able to win anyways, so. I think I just have to play for the 3-2. I have to lose one more, and then I have to roll down. It's actually fine. It's fine as long as I find Vi on 3-2. If I don't find Vi on 3-2, then yeah, it might be a little cooked. But until then, it's fine. These items, though, these items are not very good. Wow. These are some bad items. Yikes. These items are not very good.
We fight together.
All right, pre-level. Okay, we need to like make decision kind of quick though. I have to roll down, right? Is it worth toggling Crystal here? I mean, just play 3. 3-5 no diff. So basically, this guy who's trying to int, you just play fewer units than him. He was gonna play 5 units no matter what. Yeah. Okay, my itemization. What's the itemization? I think I keep tier, and I probably make the rest. So it's probably like adaptive Malzahar for now. Is it like Nashers? Nashers is pretty bad. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Open the chest. Okay, Kingslayer, lineup, or I'll make the pattern. Please vote 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Quickly, quickly. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Kingslayer, Pandora's augmented power. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pandora's bench. Hey, there's the 5th.
Face light, dweeb. Face light, dweeb.
I think I go stone plate. And then I think this is like Nashers. Oh god, that was so bad. So I think and I have to pop this, that's right. And it's JG. Oh! Okay, so what did I kill? I killed 2 units. That's not good. Okay, so I need to roll more. Jinx.
Sparkle party started.
Malzahar. Okay, guys. Where's the part where this all works out and it's all okay? And you guys tell me it's all fine. Mage. Should I try to keep Mage for now? I can roll all these 3 costs. Should I have rolled the 2-star Malzahar, the Cogmaw? It cost me a fruit remover, though. Aren't you supposed to Pandora the Cog? It's -1 fruit, though. And if I miss Noxious Trap, isn't that like a really bad thing? I can just roll 3 costs individually. Yeah. Oh, a Rise. Oh, let's go close.
My potential is limitless.
Okay, 52. Buy Udyr and keep the Udyr. No. We're not playing the thing. We're not doing what you guys are thinking we're doing. We're not playing into 7 crystal. Belt, I guess. Just for front line. I need to get Noxious Trap. I think I need to redo this into Noxious Trap. Malzahar 2? Swain 2? 2-star anything? Oh, that's big. That's big. And Swain. Okay, yeah. Buy 2. Nico.
And so the fight begins.
J4. Refruit. Noxious Trap. That's big. And I guess I'm just gonna play this on... I guess I just play this on Cassante for now until I find this other guy. I need the tier to go here. Oh wait, actually, no, it's fine. It's fine. Because I kind of felt like this Crystal Gambit needs to go onto the Cassante. Oh man, stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Kill him, Malzahar! Burn everything! Yes! Okay. Okay. Open the chest. Maze Swain too.
We have the momentum.
So there's that. I still want to roll for like Mouse too.
Star Guardians
Okay. Okay, now the question is, do I make this Darius and roll it? I think so. And then I can fruit this guy, remove round 2. It's probably just round 2 for now. And then this Crystal Gambit is supposed to go on Cassante, but for now I'll keep it here. Can sell this. If I need to, I could probably sell one Janna. Janna 2 is not that important. I'd rather roll. It's probably sell one of these 3 costs. It's probably sell one of these 3 costs. I'm like so poor that. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna get a quick big cash out actually. Big cash out, big money. Oh, never mind. I'm making my gold back. Oh, wait, I should have actually slammed this on somebody. Okay. I was like, I could have just actually slammed it. My bad. I almost trolled. I almost trolled. What? Hold on a second. Wait. Did I just roll for more 3 costs then?
One blade, one purpose.
So Crystal goes here for sure. Blue buff. Do I care about blue buff though? Okay, what do we have? This goes here for sure. And then I guess I reforge a bow because I have Noxious Trap. Giant Slayer. Because he has mana gen anyways, right? Is this blue? It might be just blue buff. Is it blue buff and adapt and Nashers? I'll do both. And then I'll go frontline here. I'll just take more frontline items. Because the GS doesn't, I don't have anyone to put it on. I guess I GS like Syndra, right? Doesn't really do much here. But like stalling for Cassante is just better overall. Poppy. Karma.
I'll get us through this.
Pair of 4s, Overheal, Noble Sacrifice. Cloning Facility. Tesla Coil. Tesla Coil has value here. I think it's Tesla Coil over Clone. It's either that or Cloning Facility on Cassante. I think Cloning Facility is. I'll just go Tesla Coil here. And then 24. I'll go Tesla Coil because I get more items as well. It just scales the best. And I guess I could do something like Vest on this guy. And then I have this. And I still roll for 3 costs, right? Yes. There's a Callista. And I can go TG. I can go TG and then bow the Cassante. I mean, this all makes sense. It all makes sense. I'm basically like my entire game plan is just drain them. It's just drain them. I'm probably gonna be 7 for the rest of the game until I hit like this. So, and there's not a lot of Malzahars, right? Out of the pool? No, I'm finally in a lobby where it's not like a 5-way for Malzahar. It finally happened. Okay, I think you make one. I think you make one gold here. I can also roll like a 2 cost. There are 2 costs I want to hit, like Janna. It's I know that's like -1 roll, but it's also like +1 gold, which helps me make more stuff. It helps my roll down. Okay, so that's a Swain. Is nerf Tesla worth it? Well, I think you're thinking about next patch. This patch, they still haven't nerfed it. And also, yes, because I'm playing Crystal Gambit. Gear in 3. As long as I'm making 10, should be fine. This Garen's actually really, really scary. Oh! Oh, no! No! Unlucky. Unlucky. Should I open this item first? It might dictate whether or not I actually want to buy certain things. I'll take just more frontline, I suppose. Ash. Cassante. Should I take Cassante or should I take TG? Probably TG. Probably TG. Just for more Tesla value. And then I could go Visage on Cassante and then just TG Vi probably. What's your anti-heal? So I have something called Noxious Trap. Burns, wounds, 20% shreds. I do want to get off this Nasher eventually and try to go for an actual AP item on Malzahar as well. That's a Malzahar.
I'm here to win. That's it.
That's an Ash. Probably just gonna skip that for now. That's a 5 cost. Is it worth rolling for a 5 cost at all? Kiana.
What do you mean this doesn't look safe?
Okay. I could try to roll a 5 cost here. And try to roll into Zyra. But Zyra, who does Zyra even go in over? It goes over Vi. Is it ever 7? Only if you hit Zyra. Sell the Malzahar for higher odds. That's a little degen though. It's a little degen. That's a little degen. I think that's like a little too all in on the Gamba. I also get dupes. Don't forget it. You also get dupes. Whoa! What? Okay, never mind. Wow. Okay. All right. All right. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. He was right. Wait, the Tanner was right. If I had sold, I would have had better odds. I thought that was gonna happen. Okay. Who needs dupes? True, actually. So now what do? Now I just level and add in. I don't need his Malzahar. Oh, the Kali found her way all the way back anyways. He was playing Find Your Center. Okay, maybe. Oh, she just gets burned down though. Good stuff, man. Nice Akali. Okay, so what's the top end? I guess I just play 7 crystal then, right? Oh. GS. Not scanned by Akali. Well, I knew that he had Find Your Center, so he couldn't actually reach the corner, but he did anyways. I guess I could have held Ash, but... So what's my level 8? My level 8 is some kind of Bastion, Juggernaut, Star Guardian, Sorcerer, whatever. Silver Augment, by the way. No one here thinks Pandora's is remotely balanced. Does anybody here actually think Pandora's is okay? Is okay? No. Nobody. See? All right, what do I have? I have Shojin, GS. I mean, yeah, sure. Sounds good to me. Shojin, GS. Oh, Oh, man. The hate watchers are fuming. They are absolutely fuming. Hello. How are you? Okay, thank you. All right. I'll see you when you get back. How long is he gone for? Just a couple hours? Okay. Are you going to stay there or are you coming back? Okay. All right. So my son's going back to daycare. So the thing about daycare is that the first day he was actually really good about it. And then the second day he was like he didn't like it as much. I think he thought the first daycare session was like a fun place to visit. So he was socializing with kids. He was like hanging out, having a good time. Then the second time he's like, wait, actually this is where I just go now. And the third time he like really hated it. So, ooh, Mana Zane. Pretty good. Pretty good. So we're trying to introduce him again back. Into daycare, and we're hoping that he adjusts better again. Because like the first day, I think he just thought it was like some kind of special event we were doing. Not Manazane or Malzahar. Oh, right. I could have done that too. Malzahar is very good with it as well. I mean, it's good on both. It's good on both. I think it's probably better on Malzahar. You're right. Sorry, I was just kind of autopiloting. I think the game's kind of over. I'm pretty sure I spiked and I high rolled really hard, and now the game's just like getting out of control. But Crystal Gambit with the Malzahar, I don't think you want to do that. I don't think you want to do that because the problem with Crystal Gambit Malzahar is that Crystal Gambit emblem itself does not give stats until you hit 7. Swain 4. True. All I need is somehow Riot to bug out with their code and generate extra Malzahars. What you're describing is like an actual impossibility because Malzahar, there's only 18 copies of Swain, so to get 27 copies, I had to somehow generate 9 extra Swains. Sell Vi. I mean, it's Vi too. I'm going for 7 crystal at the very end at level 9, right? I can actually just sell this to make 20. It's like it's more important just to push levels here. Rolling for the one chance to hit Ash is not going to be important. Is TFT Academy updated? Yep. At the very top of TFT Academy, it'll tell you when it was last updated, and I even updated live on stream. So I have Warmogs. I can start picking Ash items as well. Quicksilver's fine. Kraken's fine. Actually, I think I should go for a Jarvan item because I'm about to I'm about to jam this Warmogs anyways, right? So Steadfast is probably fine here. Steadfast is actually better on Cassante, and Spirit Vision is actually better on Jarvan. I only have 1 remover though. Do I even really want to spend my removers like that? It was a little excessive. Open the chest. Open the chest. I don't know. I don't know if I want to spend my removers this way because like I might need my remover something else. Like I might need to move things from Malzahar. I'm just gonna go ahead and. I'll do that. Is there a reason why pro players never play with chibis? Oh, I play with chibis. It's just that I'm on my EU account and I'm not as rich as some other billionaire streamers yet. I'm getting there. I'm working on building my empire. Oh, so close. Very, very close. Strategist emblem. Woo. Woo. Strategist emblem. I guess strategist emblem goes back here. I'll put it, actually, I also could just put it on front line. I mean, my front line's pretty good though, isn't it? I'm pretty sure my front line's already pretty good. So I think I just do that. Man, who's that? Duong Bong Ho? Round 2. Round 2 is pretty good with artifacts. I believe Indomitable still works with round 2 as well, which is very fun. But now I have like too much attack speed with the strategist emblem. So I think like I definitely get off this Nashers too. Okay, so like the optimization is probably something like it's probably like death cap for Malzahar and get off Nashers, and then I go like JGS Ash or something like that. What's the I also could go for Manazane. The Manazane build that's best for Malzahar is no blue buff, JG death cap. Both are also good as well.
I don't miss.
Okay, I'm going to 9 next turn. I mean, realistically, I think it doesn't matter that much as long as... it only matters if I lose, I think. And this guy is pretty strong. This guy is pretty high capped.
My potential is limitless.
74.
Follow my voice.
Zyra. Okay. Pop this item. Okay. Probably just... I can also go another TG. I can go 3 T. But then I'm going to run out of item space. Screw it. Ash is not even worth anything anyways. There's still like enough item slots that it kind of matters. Oh, wow. Holy cow. This Kabuko like annihilated my Swain. Oh. Oh. It's close. It's close. No. Oh, man. Oh, man. Open the chest. Jarvan. Okay, that's a 2-star as well. Do I want to get off 7 crystal? Oh, another Manazane. So we'll do this. We'll do JG, and we'll do this, I guess, for now. I can get off this. And then I have... I'll just put this on her for now. Oh, I have Braum. Braum needs to go in. Oh, it's usually you cut Crystal Gambit, though, right? So I have I have Malzahar. Wait, who do you drop? I usually drop down. People say, do you drop down in crystals? Usually I do. But if you want to play 7 crystal, who do you replace? Cut J4. Oh, right. J4 I can cut. Yeah, you right. Thank you. That's who I'm thinking about. I don't want to waste a remover. Over Cassante? No. Cassante's a Wraith. I mean, we're staying on 7 crystal, right? Until the end of the game. It's more hype that way. And then I guess we'll just do this. It's fine. All right. I'm going to probably look for an item for Braum on Carousel. Although I guess I could also move Sterix Gauge as well. It's also both good. Okay. What's he looking for? Is he going for any 3-stars? I don't think so, right? Braum pair, DB, Duelist emblem? Is Duelist even good? I think I just want like straight up damage on Braum, don't I? Oh, I have a Duelist emblem on my from the farm. Oh, okay. Well, it's definitely Okay, this is what I was talking about. Like, now I have too many. I don't have enough removers for everything I need. Let me look for Ash 2 real quick.
Your skill against mine.
Never lose focus.
Just gonna just do this. It's fine. Dombro means you can't get thrown. So this Braum can't actually throw him. And that also means he can't throw the target dummy either. Ooh, 5 cost to Pandora's. Okay, sure. I'm looking for Zyra, right? For Zyra too. Jin.
Now we prove our courage.
TF. I mean, he's just holding every Zyra possible. Man, this guy's ratting me. Braum 3? Dude, he has Braum 2. Braum 3! Braum 3! Yeah, you right.
I don't miss.
Zyra 3. I mean, he can't hit Zyra 3 either because I have Zyra pair. He has so many legendaries. I'm pretty sure this is just the cap. Like, he has too many 5 costs. I can't hit the 5 cost. I go for Yone 3. Should I try to go for Yone 3? Crystal Gambit. First place. Oh, not bad.